What's up? You already know. This is Peach, and I'm eating this apple. And when I tell y'all, either I'm really hungry or this apple real good. I had stopped buying green apples because my children really like red apples, and red apples are so sweet. But green apples is my favorite, and they so sour. So I haven't had a green apple in forever. It is so good. But I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day. I hate my lip, y'all. Look at my lip. It's split. I woke up the other morning and all my lips was just like crusty, like peeling. Cause y'all know I'm a thug. I'm not a girly girl. I don't be wearing no lotion. I don't be putting on no chapstick, no lip gloss. So now my lips are split. But I'm trying to decide if I want to go gamble live at Hard Rock. If I want to make me some more window shopping videos. Like, I don't know what to do with myself. If I just want to go out to eat. I'm hungry. Yes. Thank you. Love my book. Thank you. My YouTube class tomorrow, but it's sold out. I sold out in less than 24 hours. I'm not doing any more YouTube classes for this year at the moment. I don't got no more YouTube classes planned. Do a mukbang. I don't do mukbang videos. Like, I done ate on YouTube and ate on YouTube Live, but I don't think mukbangs for me. For my lip, I'm gonna try. I'm actually sitting here on my computer right now. I'm on my laptop. My laptop's so busted. Y'all look at my laptop. My laptop. Look at this side. Baby. Baby, this thing's so busted. Hey, in Hawaii. I'm a back to school shop, but it's gonna be like the end of July or the beginning of August. Like when it's no tax. Our no tax start what, July 31st, Drew? It's the end of the year. So that's when I'm gonna do it. I feel so out of breath. Let me see. You got another tooth coming out. You want me to pull it out? Come here, let me get it. Come on, let me get it so Tooth Fairy can give you $20. I love pulling out teeth. I still remember how that blood tastes when you first lose it. You remember that? That was like the best.
I don't like when I got cut. People like lick the blood.
You never lick your own blood? No.
That's nasty.
Yeah, y'all think that's nasty?
The only blood is probably from my nose.
What about for your teeth? You don't remember that? I can remember how the blood tastes when I lost my first
I spit it out as soon as I feel blood.
tooth. Oh no, I like it. I swallowed it. Yeah, no tax. So in the state of Florida, I know some of y'all states. Whew, I'm out of breath. Some of y'all states have no tax already. In the state of Florida, we have sales tax for the state, and then we have county tax on top of it. So in Hillsborough County, our tax is 9.5% or 9.8%. What is it, Drill? It's high as hell. It's damn near 10%. So during our tax-free holiday, you can go shopping for back-to-school stuff. Shoes, clothes, that's $60 or less each item. School supplies, $15 or less. That's when I shop. Even though you ain't saving that much money and the stores be crowded, I like it like that, and I thrive under pressure. I love going shopping when it's super crowded. Oh, look at the apple seeds. They falling out. I do. You like shopping online.
I don't like being.
She addicted to online shopping. I ain't never seen nobody order so much stuff online. I hate online shopping.
It's more convenient.
Don't you miss Kmart? You don't miss Kmart? I wish Kmart was open right now. I walk up there and just window shop all day. Be in Kmart all day. Huh?
Kmart got online.
But it's not the same. Ain't nothing like walking around the store looking at stuff that you can't afford to buy or stuff you don't really want. Or even the convenience of it all. Like how you return stuff that you bought off the internet.
And how you return? You go back to that order.
I ain't got time for that. I like to be able to just walk in the store and return it.
See your label.
Yeah, I ain't got time for that. Like, it's stuff I got off Amazon that I want to send back, but I can't because I don't know how, and I ain't got time.
You just get an envelope and put it back in.
Do I ever relax at home? Every night. I'm home all the time. I'm home every day, relaxing. I don't make videos of me relaxing. That'll kind of look crazy. Oh, look at me. I'm just laying in my bed watching TV. This apple was so good. Thank y'all.
I like the red apple.
You like red over the green? See, I like the red now, too, because my kids been making me buy red, but it's something about the green. They so sour and good. Tastes like childhood.
But Mom don't like
Thank you.
the red.
You miss Babies R Us and Toys R Us?
They still got Babies R Us.
What?
On here, girl.
No, they don't. Babies R Us and Toys R Us gone. Yeah, I'll do a Nike haul. When we I'll do a video shopping in the haul.
See,
No, we don't have Mervyn's. Sandra, you ever heard of that? Mervyn's?
I do
Hey.
And I like Oshkosh.
You need help making extra money? Do Dosh. You like Oshkosh? Oshkosh Bagosh?
Pizzas. You know how to make pancakes?
Of course. Look, breakfast is my specialty. I really can't cook. Auntie Peaches don't really cook. She cook like basic stuff, but breakfast, that's my thing.
5, 8, 9, 5.
I can make some homemade French toast so good you'll slap your mama. I said do Dosh. I'm gonna start posting my Dosh. I got money in my Dosh I need to get out because I done changed my phone number. I need to get it out. I got over $300 in there. You got what?
We got
What is
pancakes.
Dawn?
Pancake Miss. It's the app that give you cash back for shopping at certain places and for referring people. Amazon returns are really easy. Some things you don't even need to make a return. They just refund you. Ooh, excuse me. Just tell them you wasn't happy. Oh, I'm going to have to try that.
Yeah, they do that.
Because I just don't have the time. Like, gorgeous tent we got for her birthday. That thing broke the same day.
Yeah, they'll give you your money.
It was like,
talking about that one we was in.
yeah, the one y'all was in. Same day. We put it up, broke. It's just been a mess. Like, a lot of the stuff I just ordered from them, I'm not happy with it. And I wish I could just go back to Walmart. Speaking of Walmart, in my trunk, I still got the 2 mirrors I bought that my mama said I should take them back. They in my
I
trunk.
was on your counter.
You don't like them? You don't think I should keep them?
I didn't really see. I just seen them.
Oh, I don't know where to put them at. You remember Payless? I used to love Payless. I used to like Traffic. You remember Traffic, Drew? They still around? Dang. It used to be a shoe store in the mall. Traffic. I'm waiting for my sister to feel better to take my braids out. In the meantime, in between time, this is all I'm going to give. My braids just coming out.
I will take them off.
Girl, you probably too slow. I like when your mama take out my hair. She fast.
I'm faster than my mama.
You think so?
Yeah, some.
Chandra, when you going to be up to taking out my hair? When you going to be up to it, child? My braids just coming out. I done lost 2 plaits last night right here. I'm going to cut all my hair off. When I take my braids out, I'm going to cut all the perm out. Y'all know JT had perm my edges in the middle of my head. And he claimed he was going to start doing my hair all the time, and he didn't. And I got beef with him about that. Like, all my hair falling out in the back. All the perm just fell out, and it's just like my natural hair now. So I'm like, I'm just going to cut it all off. Daddy telling me not to cut it, but I'm going to cut it all off. You caught me live. Thank you. I'm happy to hear that. You remember Traffic and Brandon. I used to go to one at University. I remember when University Mall used to actually be, like, nice to go to. But now it's just raggedy. When I cut my hair, I don't know, I probably won't show y'all my hair being cut. I'll probably, thank you for your kid. You welcome. My pleasure. Thank you for your business. I hate my lip. And listen, somebody recently left me a comment. They was like, you too big to be coming on here with your nose looking all nasty. Listen, my nose be clean. It's when I be crying. When I cry snot booger tears, literally, okay? So on my videos when I'm crying, I won't have no booger before I cry, but I be crying so hard that I get snot booger tears, and then that's how I be having snot boogers, okay? And then I don't even be thinking about the snot boogers. And then when I be looking at the video, I be like, girl, you got that big old booger in your nose. But then I be like, I'm still finna upload this video. Oh, I don't know what you could use for outbreaks with herpes, baby, because I ain't got no herpes. Look, this is what he said. He said, this girl I've been linking up with gave me genital herpes. What do I use for the outbreaks? I don't know, baby, because this not herpes. Okay? I already know somebody gonna say I got herpes. They always want to say that. Anytime you get a cold sore on your lip, people like to say you got herpes.
Then the YouTube got 8.2.
She's doing well on her YouTube. She got a video about to hit 10K. She got
She got
over 3,000, about to hit 4,000 followers. Her YouTube is doing awesome. Where did I get my outfit? I wear this outfit every day. I got it from I think I wear it like 3 or 4 times a week. This is one of my favorite outfits. I got this dress from City Trends. I wear it like 3 or 4 times. This and that other outfit, I could just live with them 2 outfits. You know that other outfit I wear every time you see me? The little shorts with the blue, with the pink. I'm the type of person, y'all, if I get something and I like it, like love it, I'm gonna wear it every day.
That's how you.
You like that too?
Yeah.
Good.
Not every day, but like
Every other day. Like it's
When I
clean.
wash it,
I'm wearing it, right. And so I literally got probably four outfits that I wear. 4 outfits that I wear every day. Daddy hate it. He be like, I'm gonna throw that shit away. He's talking about, I hate that I told you your booty look like it's getting big. And that other outfit I be wearing all the time with the pink, yellow, like all the clouds, and then the shorts. I know he hate that outfit. He like, I should have never told you I like the way you looking at your booty look big because you wear it every day. I'm about to throw it away. But with that outfit, it's not that I love it so much because he said I look good in it. I love it so much because it's comfortable. Same with this dress. This dress is super duper comfortable. You can wear it without a bra. I mean, when I wear it without a bra, my titties be touching my navel, but I like it. Do you have a link where we could donate to Gorgeous Cheer Stuff? No, with Gorgeous Cheer Stuff, we're not doing any more fundraisers for right now. She did the sponsor a square, and we sold out all her squares. That's paying for. Oh, so a person, if they want to sponsor square 1, they send $1. Sponsor square 2, they send $2. So we sold all her squares. Thank you guys. Well, we got all squares sponsored, not sold. You guys sponsored all her squares. My sister sponsored, my mama, my daddy, like a lot of my family members surprisingly sponsored. And so that stuff taken care of. That pays for her uniforms, her shoes, her hair stuff. The next fundraiser, they said they're gonna do one next month, like sponsor my uniform, but I'm like, I'm not gonna participate in that because her uniform is already paid for, so she don't have to participate in that. Thank you. I think women should wear what makes them feel comfortable. Tell daddy the kid rocks. Yeah, I agree, but it's just that I wear it so much. Yeah, luckily y'all don't be talking about me like, Peaches, you ain't got no other clothes. Even if y'all did, y'all know I wouldn't care. I really like I'm probably gonna wear this. What's today? Today's Saturday. I probably had this dress again on Monday or Tuesday. Monday or Tuesday, like, Peaches, how many times is you gonna wear that dress until it real?
What if it ripped before?
My sister not like that. You change. How often you wear outfit? Like once every month? You
Not
ever?
even that. Like she would wear outfit like 3 times and
Don't wear it no more. I'm the kind of girl, I used to wear my bar clothes. I don't care about. I took my sister like, you can't wear that. You wore that to the bar. Who? I'm finna wear this outfit. I'm finna wear it. Okay, I wore it to the bar Saturday. I'm gonna have it on Wednesday. I really like it.
The pants I got.
It ain't her.
Not at the moment. My sister is very bougie. You're very bougie. I think my sister would do phenomenal on YouTube. I keep encouraging her the same way I'm encouraging my mom. My sister good at decorating. She's fashionable. She know how to dress her kids. She care about outer image. I don't care.
No, I do not.
Girl, yes, you do care about outer image. You look nice. Like, how you look nice every day. You be having on lotion. Your hair be done. How?
It's easy.
I be asking her, like, what go through your mind?
This what she do.
I don't always have on clothes.
Yes, you do.
She don't got no clothes right now.
You got on clothes. You got on a nice shirt. You got on lotion. You not ashy.
Look at Corey.
And you just sitting at home.
Corey should start a gaming channel.
He should. All my nephew do is play his game. But how you do that every day? I be asking her that, like, mentally, what go through your head to be like, I gotta look nice today? What go through your head? Are you gonna vlog when you do birth? I'm probably gonna vlog, but I don't know when I'll release the vlog. It depends on the baby. I already told y'all I'm probably not gonna show my baby to y'all. It has been people making some nasty comments. It's been people saying they hope my baby died. People been saying that ain't nothing wrong with my baby. I'm a liar. God should just kill my baby. Like, it's been a lot of little nastiness. So when I have my baby, I probably won't tell y'all immediately, and I most likely won't show the baby until, depending on how everything goes. If my baby comes out like fine, then probably so. But if not, it's like, it's gonna take a while. I'm gonna have to build up that trust to want to show you. How old is my sister? I can tell them your age.
No.
She 2 years older than me. She my big sister, but I look like the big sister. I used to be the responsible one. She was a bad child. I was a good child. Then we became adults and the roles changed. She is now the good child. I'm the bad child.
I'm the little brother.
You the little brother. So for those of you who are watching this, if y'all got a child and they bad, don't worry. That child gonna grow up and they gonna be your good child. If you got that good child that don't give you no problems,
Who the good
pray for
child?
that one. Cause they gonna grow up and give you hell. That's me. Okay?
Who the good child?
Who you feel like your good child is, Drew?
Probably Kanye.
No.
She
No,
say
Kanye,
none.
because Kanye quiet. He just stay in his room. He
Protect the baby. This a cruel world. When I'm going back to casino, I might go back in a little bit. I might go gamble live. I'm debating what I'm finna do with my life.
I'm hungry.
What does TTC mean? I don't know what TTC mean.
I love it. You know.
Yes. People is so mean, y'all. What's the link to my training? My class sold out. I'm not doing any more classes at the moment. So my class for tomorrow is sold out. My YouTube group, I'm not accepting any members at the moment. We're not. It's like a standstill as far as mentorship goes. Trying to conceive. Oh, I've never I've never had those kind of issues. I don't have conception issues. Thank God. I've never had an abortion. I don't have issues with that. So I'm not the person to ask about trying to conceive. It just I hunch and I do it enough and I get pregnant. That's how it happens. Okay. I enjoy your video so much. Your baby gonna be fine. I pray so. I'm good. I'm hot, but I'm good. Why do you want to know that so bad? That's not something I share. Like, my subscribers know all my kids' name, but it's not something like we just go on and have a conversation about my kids' names. It's just not something I. My sister say their name ABCDE.
No bad.
I have 4 kids. I had to get on birth control because I get pregnant way too easy. That's your choice. There's nothing wrong with being on birth control. There's nothing wrong with tying your tubes. There's nothing wrong with having 0 kids. Nothing wrong with having 15 kids. It's your life. It's your choice. You can't let how other people feel control what you do with your own body. Okay? That's up to you. Somebody gonna talk about your old fertile behind. I mean, my body does what it's supposed to do. You're supposed to be fertile.
They must can't have kids.
Right. You're supposed to be fertile unless you on birth control or unless you just keep going to the abortion clinic.
Because I've been cussed all their ass up.
This why my sister says she can't do YouTube. My sister don't know how to let negativity fly. I told y'all.
And I'm gonna get the last word.
That's how I am.
I'm not like that. I feel like a long time ago, a few years ago, I learned when it comes to negativity, if you starve it, it will die or find somebody else to feed on. But if you feed it, it will grow, continue to grow. So even when I do get negativity, I don't argue. I'm not gonna sit up there and address you. I'm not finna go back and forth with you.
And I seen this lady, she was sitting in the dark.
We're not gonna discuss that, especially when I'm live. We don't do stuff like that. Yeah, we don't feed stuff like that. We don't let them grow. We let people starve. So once I actually start practicing that, it actually works for me. So I don't indulge in it. Like, I let people do them. I don't say nothing. I just let people do them. Now every now and again I give you a little polite read. But my sister gonna read you down every time. But I'm gonna keep convincing my family, like trying to convince my family to do YouTube, because I feel like it's a great opportunity. You can make a lot of money on this platform. I'm gonna make me $1 million on YouTube. Then I'm gonna get, okay, maybe 2 million, and then I'm gonna get ghosts. But other than that, somebody say I have to filter since I'm about to start a business. You trying to filter? I think I got this way too from working call center jobs, y'all. I've worked call center jobs since I was like 20 years old, and I learned it's like you put a bitch on mute. So like when somebody talking crazy to you at the call center job, they cussing you out. Oh, you must be an idiot. I bet your IQ is a 5, you fucking idiot. You can't find my order. You or your company can't do anything right, you stupid bitch. I can't cuss them back out. I can't be like, Who you calling a stupid bitch? Your mama a stupid. No, I can't. I have to put that phone on mute. Put the phone on mute and be like, I don't know who the fuck they think they talking to. I will read him. Sir, I'm so sorry that this happened to you. I definitely understand your frustration. One moment while I try to research your issue, oh dumb motherfucker, while I put the phone back on mute. It's the same thing with YouTube. If you were to ever get a lot of, a lot of negativity, a lot of stuff going on, and you want to cuss the bitch out, you don't cuss them out on YouTube. You turn your camera off. You cuss them out into the universe. Like, I'm so sick of these player hating motherfuckers, player hating on me. Da, 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 da. You get it out, and then you get back on YouTube and you get back to work. This is my job. This is my career. I refuse to just be one of those kind of negative channels that's just always going back and forth. So if you look at it like a job, like a business, you want to have, good customer service. Did you ever forget to mute the call? No, I always mute the call. Baby, my P-palm was at 100%. I was really good in the call center world. The issue with working a call center job, and this is why they get paid more money, and I always try to get people, especially young men, to go into the call center world. The issue is, for me, I carry on people's burdens and energy. So like somebody called me, like I remember one of the most disturbing calls I ever got when I was working with Medicare, not Medicaid, Medicare. When I was working with Medicare, I had a call. This lady had found out she got AIDS. She was trying to see if her medication was covered. She had been gang raped. She didn't want her family to know, and she was just having a breakdown, contemplating suicide. And I remember taking that call and having to get the suicide line on the call and just taking that home with me. Like, it was like a heavy burden on me mentally, emotionally. And I was like, you know what? I can't do this. I got to get off phones. And that's when I transitioned into like the healthcare claims side of things, which I love. If you want to get into, if you're in Florida, at least, I don't know about other states, but if you want to make more money, you want to get into call centers, but you really want to get into healthcare in Florida. And then if you don't want to be on phones, you want to get into claims, you want to get into appeals, you want to get into, what's another one? Claims, appeals, I'm trying to think of processing, stuff like that. Data entry type of healthcare jobs. It pays a lot because you're in the healthcare field. You still know the medical terminology, you know about billing and coding, and you make a lot of money, but you don't have to deal with the emotional side of, taking phone calls. You can work by yourself, and that's how I like to be. I like to be by myself, away from the crowd. It's the best way to be. I could never work a customer service job. Worked at Walmart for 6 months. Chick threw $100 bill at me, and it was that was it for me. And I feel like face-to-face customer service jobs are a little bit harder, especially for somebody like me, because I wear my emotions on my face. So if somebody did that to me, I'd be like, I would actually have a bitch, like, these nostrils go to flaring. I actually have that moment. Versus on the phone in the call center environment, you're in a controlled environment. They piss you off, you put the phone on mute, and you say, no, I know this bitch didn't. This bitch got me motherfucked up like that. And then you unmute it, and then you say, ma'am, I understand your frustrations, ma'am. Like that. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. I mind sharing. I'm not one of those people that overshares a lot of my life. Like this, me vlogging a little bit about what's going on with the baby is already a lot. But as far as like what kind of medicine I'm taking, I don't even do skincare routines and stuff like that. I'm very, very private. I cashier at Walmart too. Woo, that's all I'm gonna say. Walmart would be difficult. I've never had a job at a store like Walmart, but my second and third job, I worked at KFC. No, that was my third and fourth job. By the time I was 25, I had done work for 36 different companies. This is why I'm good at helping people find jobs. I had 36 jobs by the age of 25 years old. So maybe I was 24, 36 different jobs. I'm serious. At least I always kept me a little job, so that's how I could quit. Because I knew I could find me another job. That ain't nothing. I've been following you for about 2 weeks. I love you all. Thank you, Miss Kim, sending that love right back to you. Thank you, Miss Tiffany. Ooh, y'all, I'm tired just talking to y'all. I feel so fat today. I had went to the park with my best friend and her kids, and baby, that was a walk for me. You make my day. You are happy. It took work. It took a lot of inner self work to get to a happy place. Because, baby, I used to not be happy. That's how I can understand like people who are jealous hearted, mean spirited, because I've been there. Like when you down, you going through things in life, you trying to deal with your past childhood trauma. Maybe you broke, or maybe you broken spiritually. Maybe you're broken emotionally. Maybe your relationship ain't work out. I understand. I have been there. That's why I have compassion for others, because I've been there. But once I start working on myself, and I'm continuously working on self, it just started to make a lot of things easier. Like I'm not jealous of nobody. I feel like when I see other people win, like I was just on Latrice Allen live last night. She just bought a house. People say she ghetto. I actually was introduced to her by a subscriber who's actually watching me live, because I done seen their name in the comments. And she was like, "Oh my God, Peach, I found this lady and she act just like you, but she's worse. She's more ghetto. I can't believe anybody's watching this." And I went and I watched her, and I thought it was so nice at how she just didn't give a care about what anybody said, and she just kept going, kept pushing. But last night she had went live on YouTube and said that she bought a house, and she gave a tour of the home. It's an older home, but it's supposed to be on like 10 acres. And when I watched that video, it just was a motivator for me. I wasn't feeling like, oh, your house not even all that, girl, you think you all that. Like I feel like this, and I left her a super chat with that as a comment. I said, people are either going to be jealous of you, or they're going to be inspired by you. The choice is theirs. Like that's y'all choice. Even with my situation, I'm no longer on food stamps. Sometimes I get comments about people be like, I hate you. You think you all that now because you ain't on food stamps no more. The only reason I was subscribed to this channel is because you was on food stamps. Now you're no longer relatable. Stuff like that. It's like, I can't help that I worked really hard and I used what I had to get off of government assistance. I've told you guys from day one, the purpose of me doing YouTube is to become self-sufficient, to become a millionaire, and buy my house cash. From day one, I have told y'all this. Y'all done laughed at me. I done had people tell me I'm crazy. Then I had those same people come back and say, girl, I can't believe you're doing this. Wow, like you're really manifesting this. So it could definitely happen. But if a person look at where I am now, when I say I don't get food stamps, I don't get WIC, and they look at it as me downing the system, because I'm not. I wish I could get food stamps. I wish I could get WIC. That stuff comes in handy and it's helpful. Who want to spend their own money on groceries, right? But I am happy that I am able to become self-sufficient and buy my own groceries. If you look at that and you're jealous, I can't help it. If you look at it and you're inspired, that's what I would love for you to be. Even when I tell you guys about my YouTube success, and I'm like, oh, my first check was $2,000, my second check was over $10,000. I would love for you to be inspired and say, oh my God, she ain't doing shit special. I could do YouTube too. I need to do YouTube too. But some people look at him like, oh, she thinks she all that. She bragging. Her content ain't even all that. You can't control how people interpret what you do. They're either going to be jealous or they're going to be inspired. But the choice is theirs, not yours. So don't even focus on that. Just keep going. Keep trying to reach your goals. You loving my energy. Thank you. It's a blessing for you. I don't want no damn food. I want some damn food stamps. Listen, food stamps is very beneficial. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm from Tampa, Florida. I'm from the hood. I know everybody who be selling stamps and stuff like that. Don't come get me, police, because I don't buy 'em. And I don't know who's selling them for real. I just be hearing the buy. But buying food stamps and selling food stamps is illegal. And I get tempted more than ever these days to buy food stamps. Like people be like writing me on Facebook, Peach, I got 1,000 for 500. Peach, I got 300 for 150. A family member called me, Peach, you want some food stamps? Such and such. And the old me would buy them. I'm not gonna lie, the old me, but the new me that has put God first and all my trust in God, even though sometimes I doubt Him and I question Him. I just be like, no, I can't do it. I got too much to lose. I know that this is illegal, and I don't need to do this. I don't need food stamps, so I don't buy them. Nothing against people who do buy food stamps still, because I know people still like, girl, I don't care, I'm buy them stamps. I even have people like, girl, tell them to inbox me, but I don't even want to go to jail for being a food stamp broker. But that's one of the hardest challenges for me, turning down food stamp offers. When people be trying to sell me them stamps, it be so hard telling them no. I had told my mom, I said, Mama, don't tell me nobody who's selling stamps. Like, please don't. Please don't, because it's very tempting. Like, very, very tempting. Like, I can get 1,000 food stamps, $500. 10K for Mr. Wood coming real soon. Thank you. I did well on YouTube. I got hacked on all my platforms and lost my monetization. I'm sorry to hear about that. That's the devil trying to set you up. That's what I be saying. I be like, that's the devil. I be telling God, I be like, God, why is they tempting me like this? I could go get me some crabs, some lobster, some old juice, some soda, but I know that I don't need it. I could reference I used to love Nas when I was young. When I was a little teenager, I used to listen to Nas all the time. And in one of his songs, he said, "I live a clean life. I don't even steal cable." And I just think about that. Like, just like after you done prayed yourself out of a situation, out of a certain kind of lifestyle, and you trying to live a clean life, like not to even steal your cable no more, like don't do nothing wrong, after you done made this commitment to God and just remain faithful, even though it might seem hard, even though other ways might seem better, like even with school clothes, there's people still in school clothes. I could go put in an order for school clothes. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go buy my school clothes, all that stuff. Um, Bringing my kids to Florida tomorrow. I've been using your vlogs to find stuff to do with them. I hope you guys have fun, Mr. Montgomery. I really like Orlando. I went to Miami. I didn't vlog when we was in Miami, but Miami to me is dirty and it's not fun. Yeah, right. It's like Miami is not the place to visit. People think so. It's so
And they
dirty.
don't got Wi-Fi.
They didn't have Wi-Fi at your hotel. My nephew them just was in Miami. From 1813 to another. What's up? Hope all is well with Peach, Daddy, and the family. Will do. My husband and mom.
What you want?
Your husband and mom videos are wonderful. Thank you. We'll be in Orlando hitting up Aquatica. Aquatica is so much fun. I started to go to Aquatica today, but it started raining. That is my favorite water park in Tampa. I mean, in the Orlando area. We've been to a lot. The only one I haven't been to is Volcano Bay. My sister went. You like Volcano Bay?
You
Was it
gotta
fun?
get that early.
She said you gotta get there early, and then Blizzard Beach, which Blizzard Beach don't look that fun. I got a super chat. Shout out to Anthony Clemens for the super chat. Thank you so much. You ain't have to do it, but when you do it, I love it. Thank you so much for the super chat. Will Daddy be vlogging after you had a baby? Daddy most likely won't. If y'all haven't noticed, Wood does not share his personal business at all. He is not that kind of vlogger. So I doubt that he will vlog me having the baby and after his emotions. He's a very, very conservative, private person. My wife never calls me daddy. Well, I mean, if she don't want to call you daddy, she ain't got to call you daddy. She might feel awkward. Believe it or not, I didn't call daddy daddy till I got on YouTube. It's funny. I called baby baby, but I didn't call daddy daddy. It was like people kept asking his name, and I didn't want to tell people his name. And so one day, being smart, I was like, "Fine, his name daddy. Call him daddy." And I started calling him daddy in the videos, and then everybody started calling him Mr. Daddy, and we just kept it going. Even though he's like, "My name Wood, call me Wood." We just call him Daddy, Mr. Daddy. Now I'm like calling him Daddy all the time, and even when I call him by his name, he be like, "Nah, call me Daddy," like laughing. So I don't know. But believe it or not, I did not always call daddy daddy. Have we been to Disney World? I've been to Disney World so many times, starting from childhood, like just growing up in the projects. I don't know how projects are in other places, but in Tampa, growing up in the projects, the Tampa Housing Authority was really good to us. We went to Disney World. I got lost at Disney World, one of the scariest experiences in my life. And I remember before we went, oh, Drew, you was so wrong because I almost didn't get to go to Disney World. We had to raise some of the money to go to Disney World, and we didn't raise enough to pay for everybody to go. My sister did not help raise none of the money, but when it was time for the kids to get off the bus, they needed two kids to get off the bus. Jamaica, you remember this, Drew? Jamaica, was another older girl my sister age, and she got a little sister named Lisa Boo, which is my cousin on my mama's side. So Lisa Boo sister Jamaica was like, "Lisa, you younger than me, you could stay and I just get off." And so I'm thinking my sister Drill gonna get off the bus too. She older than me, plus she ain't helped raise none of the money. She was like, "I don't know what you looking at me for, you better get your fat butt off the bus." And I was like, boo-hoo crying, walking off the bus. I don't wash these cars to help raise this money so we could go to Disney World. But then the people came and got me, and they was like, "You can come. We came up with the money. Y'all can both go." So me and Jamaica got back on the bus. Then they did a meeting on the bus, and they was like, "Don't none of y'all get lost. But if y'all get lost, just say hooty hoo, hooty hoo." Like you remember Master P was popping then. Why I got lost at Disney World, walking around crying to my hooty hoo, hooty hoo. And so when I got lost, I'm walking around crying hooty hoo. The man this white family found me, and they were like, "Are you lost?" And I'm boohoo crying, and I'm still saying hooty hoo. They're like, "What's your name?" I'm like, hooty hoo, boohoo crying. And then I see one of the coaches. He was like, "Oh my God, we've been looking everywhere for you, hooty hoo." And then my sister said, "Hello, Miss Jamaica." little stupid fat self. She shouldn't have came. I told y'all to keep her off the bus. It was just a mess. But I was like, how she wanted me not to come and she ain't raised none of the money. But yeah, it was so funny. That was the first time I went to Disney where I got lost. The second time I didn't get lost. And to me, honestly, y'all, Disney World probably ain't gonna never sponsor me because I don't think that Disney World is that fun. Okay, we stayed for. You been? It's not that fun. We stayed for 5 nights with Choice for his birthday. We stayed at Disney. Now I ain't gonna lie, they got the best beds ever. They beds are so comfortable. To this day, I have never laid in the bed like a Disney World bed. I don't know what kind of mattress they got, but the room is not that nice. Like the room just got beds and it don't even got a microwave when you stand at Disney. And then Disney World itself is like boring. It's like for I don't know. I guess you got to daydream that you at a magical place because they don't feel like magic. Okay, it don't. I think Universal Studios Islands of Adventure is better, especially for older kids. Aquatic is so much fun. SeaWorld is fun. Did you like SeaWorld?
Yeah.
SeaWorld is fun because it started raining. Yeah, and it was late at night.
Yeah.
But I like SeaWorld. Believe it or not, a lot of people be like, I wouldn't go to SeaWorld. SeaWorld boring. Then I take them to SeaWorld and they be like, oh my God, SeaWorld is so much fun. SeaWorld is amazing. Okay, I think SeaWorld is better than Disney World. Um, I haven't told the sex of my baby. If you haven't hit the like button, yeah, thank y'all for the likey likes. We have 417 likey likes with 954 live viewers. So if you're not no hater, hit a likey like. Let me see. Yeah, I love stuff like this. Let me see. Ooh. Oh yeah, it ain't ready, Red. Your mama right. Look, when that teeth get ready, you call me. I like I like pulling teeth and I like popping bumps. Okay? I sit and I watch videos of people popping like blackheads. I love to watch the lady who on YouTube and she wax people vaginas and then she pop the blackheads and ingrown hairs. I watch that until I fall asleep. That's something like for the person who asks Peaches, how do you relax? That's how I relax. Somebody say your mama can't cook. Sorry, girl, your mama can't cook. If you and your mama cook better than my mama, where you and your mama YouTube channel at? Where it's at? Where it's at? Don't just play a hate, make your own channel. Don't just play a hate, get your own check. Don't just play a hate, get that bread, bitch. Yeah, don't just be a player hater. If you think you could do YouTube better than me, if you think your mama could cook better than my mama,
most definitely can't.
you should start your own channel. That's all you gotta do. Start your own channel. That's
On her YouTube, she must be ain't got no
I'm
future.
starting gaming.
I don't know.
She do.
Fortnite.
I watch
You looking for corn removal videos? I ain't never watched that. Daddy and my oldest son, McKay, they like to watch earwax videos. Y'all watch? You like that too?
Yes.
I didn't even know that was a thing. This one man, I don't know if y'all seen that video. He had so much earwax, and then it was a roach.
Oh,
And you seen that one?
Yeah.
A roach in his ear on the earwax.
Ew.
I didn't even know roaches could go in
It
ears.
broke up.
That was crazy. So yeah,
Yeah.
girl, don't respond to haters.
No.
I try not to. Sometimes they catch your eye. Sometimes like a comment will catch your eye. They say she allow that fried rice look damn good. I had told my mama I want some.
She
Huh?
must be hungry. That's why she said something.
People just do that.
I
People,
remember
see, my
people in
sister
my
can't handle it. My sister, I'm gonna keep talking to her. I'm gonna teach her how to control her energy and not let people just take her there. Like just relax. I like when me and my sister argue though, cause we'll sit here and argue back and forth until one of us get the last word. We gonna argue until one of us get the last word. But I think I done got mature. Sandra, I think if we was to argue now, I think you could win. I think I could let it go. But back in the day, we gonna argue until my great grandma get in between us with a broomstick. Merle. You live in St. Louis, you be hitting up the casino later. I'm probably gonna go to the casino. It's finally not raining no more. It's actually getting more hot. Do a bond with your daddy, your sister, or your mom. I don't see us doing those kind of videos, y'all. Like I do me some mukbangs. You say you do
I'm gonna
mukbangs,
start a gaming channel.
but I don't really see that. People like I hate the way you chew. I hate the way you chew. Yeah, that's my sister. Thank you. Oh, we had 1,018 live viewers. What's up? What's up? What's up? My niece over here making a TikTok, child. We might have to move from right here because, baby, we don't want no copyright claim. Headed to Hard Rock in the next 3 days. I love staying through the week. Bigger wins, less people. Man, Hard Rock been whooping my ass. My best friend asked me that earlier. She talking about you got the whole day to yourself. Why you just won't go sit at the casino all day? And I was like, girl, listen, them people is already rich. I ain't finna keep losing. Every time I go up in there, I've been losing lately, and I feel like my channel not even no gamble with Peach no more. It's lose with Peach, lose with Peach. And what we not finna do is lose all our monies at the Hard Rock. Thank you. Good cheap food in Orlando. When we in Orlando, honestly, we go to
Ain't
huh?
nothing cheap for Orlando.
We go to Dave and Buster's. Central, y'all gotta go to the place we went last time, that Icon Park, right across from Dave and Buster's. Y'all should go there for Poo Poo birthday. It was
We're
fun.
not going to Orlando no more.
Y'all not gonna go no more?
No.
Oh
I
well,
don't know.
so with what is it? With the place in Orlando to eat, we always go to Dave and Buster's. They don't close to 2 in the morning, so that's something to do. I love Dave and Buster's steak pasta. It's a pasta with steak, shrimp, and lobster. So freaking good. The one in Orlando make it the best. The one in Tampa's on is nasty, but Orlando is delicious. Another place we eat at when we're in Orlando, where we go? We go to T Rex. Depending on how old your kids is, we always go to Disney Springs. We go to T Rex. Make sure you get you a Landry's
That Rainbow
card.
Place too one
Y'all
time.
like the Rainbow Cafe? It was pretty good. The food was good.
Yeah.
Rainbow Cafe. What else we eat at? We go to the buffets. They got Kiki's Cafe. They got the little crab joints. Go to Trick Daddy. Go to Sundays. Drew, you ate Sundays yet? I ain't had it yet. I had finger licking. It was delicious in Miami. I didn't eat it in Orlando. You had Orlando finger licking, Drew? What about Sundays? I would say Sundays good. My brother say Sundays is good. Um, Go get the cheesecake. I'm tired of eating cheesecake now. I'm over cheesecake. If you stay at Diamonds Resorts, they give you $100 free food voucher. Oh wow. I've never stayed at Diamond Resorts. We normally stay at Westgate. This is how you get a cheap trip in Orlando. Stay at the Westgate Hotel. Don't book online, book over the phone. Make sure you let them know you make 100 grand or more a year, okay? So if you're a single person, I make $120,000 a year. Now they might ask you for your check stubs, I don't know. They might ask you, they don't ask me that. After that, you can get you a room. You probably could get you 5 days for $99 or $199. 5 days, 5 nights, 5 nights, 4 days for $199. You're gonna have to do a timeshare tour, and they got Westgates everywhere, not just in Orlando. They got them in Vegas. They got them in other countries. They got them all over. Okay, when you do the Westgate thing, they're gonna try to sell you a timeshare. When you go, do not act like you interested. Act like you're not interested from the jump. Be like, I'm not ready to buy nothing. If you be like, oh, this is kind of nice, I think we can possibly afford this, they're gonna try to keep you there longer. But if you just go in there, you be like, what? I ain't trying to buy nothing. I'm not in the mood to buy anything. I'm just trying to take my kids to the water park. I need some discount tickets to the water park, and that's it. We is not ready to buy. Maybe in like 2 or 3 more years, but right now, the economy might be going in a recession. We ain't ready. They're gonna let you go early. You're gonna be in that tour for about 5-10 minutes, and then you done. That's it. Let me see the braided one. That was cute. You getting the swoop? That was cute. I like your hair like that. Your sister with the really nice apartment. If she vlogs, I'll watch for tips. My sister would do wonderful on YouTube, but she's not ready
I
yet.
want to do it.
I talk to her every time I see my sister. I talk to her about it. I talk to my brother about it. I talk to my cousins. I talk to everybody in my family about it. I'm not a selfish person. I feel like if I could do this, I feel like all y'all could do this. But they have it kind of better because I actually will give them tips and advice and sit with them. But I just sat with my mama last night and was showing her some more stuff on the computer, with analytics and all that stuff about her channel. But
I started doing
they
it.
not ready yet. She not ready. I keep telling her, if I hit $1 million, once I hit $1 million, I might act brand new. I ain't gonna even lie. That's like when I bring up my past pain, my past trauma. Like I remember when I first started my channel, y'all ain't even want to subscribe. I ain't gotta help you. I'm gonna bring up my little past trauma. But right now, while I'm being nice, you better take it. If y'all don't know nothing else from me about me, when I offer you something, take it. If not, I might not be in the mood. Like I'm the kind of person I'd be like, you want that? I buy it. It's $1,000. I buy it. They be like, no, don't worry about it. Then you call me 2 days later after you done thought about it, and you like, I want that. Peaches can't. I'm like, hell no, girl. I was tripping that day. I don't know what the hell was wrong with me. Thank you for set. Like, you gotta get it. Why I care. Do you help YouTubers that need a shout out? Nope. I do not do YouTube shout outs at all. I've told you guys that from the beginning. I wasn't not gonna do any YouTube shout outs. I only do it for like family, or if I'm genuinely supporting a business or something. I do those kind of shout outs, like just because I want to. But as far as like people paying me for shout outs, not yet. And then even if I was to start doing that, at the prices I would want to be paid, y'all gonna be talking shit anyway. So it's like, no. Y'all gotta remember, I've had an online business. I paid $2,500 for a shout out and made $27,000 from that same shout out. So with me, I am very particular with how I do things. That's another reason why I don't do sponsorships. Like I've never sponsored any post from any company. Well, kind of sort of have, but that was more like a friendship thing, so not really. But I've never really done YouTube sponsorships because I want to be my authentic self. I want you guys to know if I'm raving about a product, it's something that I really use. Now, eventually, I might move on into that kind of sector, but for now, everything you get with me is like stuff that I really do. This, I really like this product. I really want this. I really like this seasoning. It's just like all authentic. Eventually, I will move on to that kind of content, but I'm gonna be super high when companies really start reaching out to me, which I do get a couple, but I've been turning them down. When they really start wanting to deal with me, I'm gonna be worth a lot of money. Like they're gonna have to come at me with $1,000 or better because I already know what I'm worth. That's the way I look at it. I feel like if you just, I'm not finna be doing no $50 and $20 promos. That's not me. That's what I'm not finna do. Peach, you can get money and budgeting videos on how you budget. Thank you, Miss Tamara, for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. For some of us that are struggling, I'll get into doing more budget videos for y'all, like some realistic budget videos for y'all. I know all of our situations are different. Even with me, I do have a budget because my income fluctuates. YouTube is not guaranteed money. We never know what we're gonna make. The best part about YouTube though is we always are a month ahead. So I already know, oh excuse me, for July, I'm gonna get paid for June. So I already know how much my June check is. So I already know how to plan my life for July and for August. And then in August I'm gonna get paid for July. So I always know what I got coming the next month to plan accordingly, but it's not for sure. You could have a month where your videos flop. Like I don't post a lot of videos of my kids. I do a lot of stuff with my kids, but I don't post a lot of videos of my kids because they don't really make me money. So that's why I don't really post them. Versus my other content, it makes me more money. So I just focus on what makes me more money. Because at the end of the day, for those of y'all who are new subscribers, y'all may not know this, but I am doing YouTube for money. I'm not gonna lie about that. I've always said that I'm doing YouTube for money. So I could become a millionaire, buy my house cash, and then disappear and go back to living my little regular, hair unkept, ashy behind life. Okay, that's it. Which ones make me money? I'm not gonna tell you guys that. This is why I have YouTube groups where people pay to learn from me. I'm not gonna sit here and just give y'all a bunch of YouTube advice for free. My channel isn't a advice channel on how to become a YouTuber. And even when I do those kind of videos on my channel, they don't do well and I don't make money. I did my first 2 YouTube check videos, they didn't do that well. My video why you should start a YouTube channel, it didn't do that well. So those kind of videos don't do well. A lot of my subscribers say they don't care about how much money I make. They're genuine subscribers. They just care about watching the content. They don't really care about the business side. So I don't do a lot of that. Thank you, Miss Reagan, for the super chat. She said, here's a super chat for my girl. Thank you so much. Yes, Ashy Life. How do we book a one-on-one? At the moment, I'm completely booked for one-on-ones. I'm booked for the whole month of July and the whole month of August on one-on-ones. My group class sold out. We're done right now. We're at a standstill with how am I gonna move forward with YouTube. I might move forward with a book. I might move forward with webinars. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I should have an update after August. So like September 1st, I should have something going. But for right now, we're at a standstill for the rest of the year is what I'm saying. I'm not doing any more group sessions. I'm not doing any more one-on-ones. My YouTube group, we're about to close that down to where it's only the current members until I figure out, okay, what are we gonna do moving forward? I gotta like get more strategic and plan. You will buy a beautiful house. Thank you. Guys, find your info on YT. Peach ain't telling. Yeah, that's the best thing for you to do. You can research all this stuff on your own. I offer classes. So that's one of the reasons why I wouldn't sit up here and go in depth and just be like, oh, this is what you got to do to be successful. People pay me to learn what I've learned. I put in a lot of work to learn what I've learned. I put in a lot of energy. And I've paid people. I've taken YouTube classes myself. I bought books. I do a lot of self investing as well. So, um, thank you. I wanted my grand love to watch Gorgeous Channel. Is it up? Yes, Gorgeous Channel is Gorgeous Playhouse. Peaches, your pregnancy videos are doing well. I find them interesting as well. Thank you. I don't do a lot of pregnancy videos though. I don't know what's wrong with me. What's my Facebook group name? It's not a name that's given to the public. You have to pay to even see it. You can't even find it. It's a hidden Facebook group. Thanks for being transparent about sharing your pregnancy. Thank you. This one is hard. My pregnancy videos are extremely difficult to do from an emotional standpoint. You have to think about yourself and your family. That's true. Love you so much. Keeping it real. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Donnie. She think it's cool how much food you buy. Thank you. And I don't even think I've been buying a lot of food lately. I need to do some grocery shopping. They pay other companies, so pay to get the information. Not everything in life is free. Exactly. Y'all also got to remember, I'm a black content creator, but there are white content creators who charge way more money than me. Like, it's a YouTuber. Her YouTube group class is $997. Her mentorship starts at $5,000. There are people who are bigger than me, and they've never done a YouTube class. They don't share any YouTube tips. They keep it all to themselves. So I know for a fact that I'm not wrong. And then because I invest in things like this myself, I know I'm not wrong. I invest in books. I invest in classes. I invest in mentorships. I invest in positive mindset conversations. Like, I pay people to talk to me for 30 minutes. Like, that's the kind of stuff I do. That's why I don't feel bad about doing it. That is way too much. That is greed. What's way too much? $997? I don't think that's too much money. If you gotta listen, if you pay a person $1,000 to teach you how to make $100,000, what's wrong with that? You go to college and you pay all this money to learn in college, and you might make $0. If you pay somebody $98 for something that's gonna teach you how to make $2,000, what's crazy about that? You're winning in the end. I know it's nothing wrong with that. I don't feel like $997 is too much for her group session. I've taken classes, honestly, y'all. I've taken classes, and it's been like, I'm gonna move my seat. My sister talking. Oops. Oops. I'm dragging my little computer cord. What I was gonna say to y'all? Oh, but I've taken classes, y'all. I've only learned one thing in the class. I remember I paid $100 for a class years ago when I first started my online business. We was paying people in my family to come pack orders and cut paper and all this stuff. And I paid $100 for this class, and I sat through this online webinar. It was over 300 people in this class. And when I sat in this class, everything she was teaching us, I already knew. I didn't have a bad attitude about it. Like, well, I wasted my money. I know that. I didn't have a bad attitude. I still sat there like, okay, let me keep learning. Okay, I'm still going to take notes. And I just continued to sit and listen. And then she ended up telling me about some paper. And this paper changed the game, changed my life and my bank account. She ended up telling us about some paper, and that paper allowed me to get rid of 3 people so we could focus on something else and just bloop, 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 bloop. To this day, I don't tell people what paper this is. Like, people pay me, like, what kind of paper is you talking about, to know it. So I done made my money back by telling people about that paper. But you have to go into things with a blank mind. My cousin told me years ago, I was teaching him something. And it was so funny. I was teaching him something. He was acting so interested, taking notes, interested. And then at the end, he said, okay, I already knew all that. The only thing I knew was blah, blah, blah. I didn't know was blah, blah, blah. And I said, if your ass knew all that already, why you sat up there and let me explain it? He said, because it is better for a man to act like they know nothing and learn it all, instead of a man acting like they know it all and learn nothing. See, that one thing you taught me could change everything for me. So it was better that I did it this way. If I sit up here and I act like, oh, I know it all already, I already know that, Ben knew that, I wasn't going to learn. You were going to be more guarded with what you were willing to share with me. Once he told me that, I have developed that mindset with everything. Shout out to Auntie Didi. She said, I just won my first hand pay at Tampa Hard Rock. I won a little over $2,284. Ow, Auntie Didi, you deserve that hand pay. Congratulations. I know that's right. Now you got me ready to go gamble. But for me, when he told me that, I started to develop that mindset in everything I've done. Everything I've ever done, if somebody is teaching, I act stupid. I don't got no knowledge. I'm illiterate. I'm so sorry. I'm illiterate on this subject. Even when I come on YouTube and I want to know stuff from y'all, I tell y'all that. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm illiterate on that subject. Can you tell me what such and such mean? Can you explain blah, 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 blah? I act illiterate. And then people are more willing to share and hold my hand and teach me and give me that guidance. And I do it and I learn way more. Even if I already knew what they was talking about, I could be in the back of my mind like, I already know everything they're talking about, but let me just act dumb. I want y'all to apply I want y'all to apply that, okay? Apply that mindset. Act like you know nothing. Even if you was to come to me for YouTube advice, if you act like you don't know nothing, I could teach you everything. If you act like you know it all, like I already know how to do blah, 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 but I don't know what I'm doing wrong. No, act like you don't know what's going on so I could show you my way because my way might be the way that you need to know. So that's something I learned from my cousin years ago and I applied it and it really works for me. And it allows me to not feel like I'm wasting my time. Like anytime I go somewhere to learn something, any kind of workshops, I have never felt like this shit was stupid. I already knew everything. I never feel like that because I always learn at least one new thing, whether it's a different way to think. Because sometimes you don't even need to know a new way to do something. Sometimes it's a new way to think about doing something. Even when it comes to saving money, I'm always looking at like how to save money, but it's not that I don't know how to save money. It's how do you get into the mindset of not spending this money. Like I know I need to save, but I ain't really trying to save it because I know I got it. Like how do I really save this money? And it came down to me changing the way I think about money, me realizing that I'm not gonna have the money forever, and saving is just like as important as paying a bill. Once you can kind of grasp the mindset change, you can apply it and it makes more sense. If that makes sense to y'all, it makes all the sense in the world to me, but the way I'm explaining it might not make sense to you. I love learning new things as well. I do too. I love learning like self-help things, and I learn to love like why I'm changing. Like when I change the way I think or a change in the behavior, whether I want to be more guarded, more open, I'm friendly, or whatever I'm going through, I like to learn why am I becoming this way? Like why am I feeling this way? Like what's going on mentally? And I'll start to like research, Google, YouTube, buy a book, and I'll just start to read about that process. Love, love you, give you peace of mind. Thank you. Your sister needs to start a channel for real. She's not ready. She'll do it eventually when she feel like it. Look at my mama. I was just looking at my old video. If y'all go back and watch Jerk Pasta, that video came on our TV and we all was just watching it, and I was like, damn, I'm really gifted, okay? But in that video, I was encouraging my mom to do YouTube, and she was like, no, I don't want to do YouTube. Nope, not interested. You know, she had that no about her. I've always talked to my mom about doing YouTube. I talked to my whole family about it, but she wasn't ready. Now all of a sudden she's ready, and I know she's ready. Like I said, I was falling out laughing when I seen this girl edited her own video. My stepdad and me father, he recorded the video and she edited it by herself. Like she really wanted to pay attention. I've been doing YouTube classes for what, almost a year. I had been doing YouTube classes for about 10 months. I've been giving YouTube classes. My mama was never interested in learning. She's never tried to come to one. I done did YouTube classes at my mama's house. She go in her room and shut the door, or she leaves. Like, because I want to be in a quiet space, my kids at home or something. She has never been interested in learning. Now she want to sit down at the computer. She want to learn about monetization, want to learn about AdSense. Like, she want to learn it all. So I know she's more eager to learn. Sometimes it takes for you to be successful to motivate other people to be successful. But from day one, when I made the decision, like, I'm going to do YouTube, my family was not behind me. They was not interested. They told me I sucked. They wouldn't subscribe. None of that. Y'all can go look at them old videos and see me crying about it. But now that they're seeing it, they like kind of in disbelief and they want to join. I don't feel like it's worth it being angry with them and not helping them. That's my family. I would love to see them succeed. Even though I know I'm the pink unicorn, like the black sheep, I still want to see them succeed. And I'm going to keep encouraging them, but they're not going to do it till they get ready. I'm not going to run myself crazy though no more. Like, I remember back in the day, I used to want people to do stuff and like keep talking to them about it, trying to make them do it, and they wouldn't do it. And I'd be like, I don't know why they won't just listen to me. Now I don't do that. It's like, I'm going to encourage you. You say you don't want to, I'm going to back off. Next time I see you, I might still encourage you. You really need to get in your YouTube bag. And you don't want to do it, don't worry about it. I've been on YouTube for a year consistently. I got serious last May 2020. I got serious about YouTube. and I got monetized in June of 2020. So it's been like a year. Peaches, I'm a private person, but I love helping people. Don't care to be on video. What advice would you give someone who doesn't want to be on video? Don't be on video. It's so many ways to do YouTube. You could do a cartoon character for your video. You could never show your face. You could sit in a dark room. It's so many ways to do it. Whichever way feels most comfortable for you, do it. I just say do it though. Thank you, the best uni. She sent me a super chat. Thank you so much. You ain't have to do it, but I love it when you do. Thank y'all. With super chats, YouTube take 30% of our super chats, which I don't mind because I appreciate them giving me this platform. So I really appreciate each and every one of y'all. Let me try to read some of y'all comments, because when I talk, I don't read comments. Saving is a mindset you learn real early. Separate bank accounts, have at least one without an ATM card. Out of sight, out of mind. I think out of sight, out of mind is hard for me because I know it's there. Because listen, when it comes to money, it's like how you get your money out your sight and out your mind. I know I got money sitting over there in Suncoast. I know exactly how much money I got sitting in Suncoast. Like, I know I got money over. So I don't know how to do that. I think for me, the CDs was a great suggestion. So for those of you who didn't watch my Navy Federal video, the CDs where you can put, like, they got a special CDs for member only. It's a low interest rate. Like, my kids' CDs only got 2 cents for last month. It's only was $50 in them, so they only got 2 cents of interest. But it pays out at a 3% interest rate. Once you get to 3,000, I thought it was annual 3% interest, but it's monthly. So I was like, oh my God, I assessed this situation wrong. If I put 3,000 in it from the jump, it'll accumulate $90 extra every month as long as I don't touch it. I feel like those are better for me because even though I could see the money, I can't touch the money. And if I touch the money, I'm going to keep it, not touch it. Like, I could see it and not touch it. If I touch it, I'm gonna get a penalty. So that's like the incentive to not touch it. So if you're a bad saver, if you know, like how people saying put the money at a separate bank and don't touch it, but you know you're gonna go over there and touch it, I would say definitely look into getting a IRA, getting a certificate account. They call them CDs, getting something like that, because you can't touch it. I mean, you can, but you'll get a penalty, and that's the incentive to not touch. So I did a 12-month CD for myself. I'm doing them for my kids as well. But 90, somebody do the math, 90 times 12. If you put 3,000, if you bank with Navy Federal, you can check your bank and see what they offer. But if you bank with Navy Federal, they let you get one account per member, where you could put a max of 3,000 that would get 3% interest every month, not every year. I thought it was every year, but the lady that worked in Navy Federal, she was like, you explained it wrong. It's every month you get 3%. I'm like, oh, so I should have just put 3,000 in the off rip and get $90 every single month for 12 months straight. So 90 times 12 is how much? I ain't got my calculator. Somebody drop it. Does anyone know the name of her mom's channel? My mama's channel, that's how much it'll be tomorrow. 1,000, yeah. See, that make all the sense in the world. So you're gonna put you $3,000 in Navy Federal, their special savings account, their special CD, that'll get 3%. So if you got an extra $3,000, you can put it all in there at once. You'll get $90. If you only got $1,000 extra dollars, put $1,000 in there. My mom's channel is Tracy's World. $1,000 in there, that'll get you $30 every single month if you don't put nothing else. But the more money you put in there, up to 3,000 is the max, you get 3% interest. So to me, that's good. I have been looking at more stock market stuff and things like that, but I wanted to start with the CD because it was like something I really could understand. It didn't seem too complex for me, and I like the idea that I could look at my money every day and not touch it. Because I know, Peaches, if you touch it, you're gonna get in trouble. Also, certificates are good. They got short-term certificates that start at a month. They got some that's 3 months, a month to 3 months, some that's 6 months, a year, and some that have no limit. Can you only do it for 12 months? With this particular account with Navy Federal, which has the best interest rate, it's only 12 months. You'll have to renew it every 12 months as long as they have it available for you, and 3,000 is the max. They got other CDs that you could do that, certificates. Some people like, it's called a certificate, but it's called the CD. They got other certificate accounts you can do as well, but they yield at a smaller amount. So they have certificates where you can put an unlimited amount of money and you can put $10,000 in it, but it's only yielding at, I think it was like a 0.5%, very, very low percentage. Navy Federal has a special percentage, and your bank may have one too. Even if you don't bank with Navy, just check out the certificates. But she was telling me, and Daddy already knew about this stuff. When I started talking to him, he was like, "How you don't know about this?" And he started explaining other stuff. I was like, "Well, why you ain't never tell me this, sir? If you knew this, why you ain't never tell me?" I hate folks like that. They be knowing stuff and they don't tell you until after you done learned about it. But he was saying that's how people save Christmas money. So for any of y'all who trying to save money for Christmas or maybe like a family vacation, you can start a certificate. The minimum amount in there that you got to put in there is $1. So you can start putting $1 in there and then slowly go up. Slowly go up with what I'm gonna say. Slowly go up with the amount of money you put in there. People do them for Christmas. Like maybe you got an extra check. Okay, now you got an extra 600. You want to save for Christmas. You can put it in that CD and not touch it. The faces you made. You can put it in the CD and not touch it and leave it there for 6 months. Because what we in? Well, 5 months. You can do a 5-month one. And so in December, you'll be able to pull that money out. Boom, you got your Christmas money, and now you can go Christmas shopping. Or boom, you got your vacation money. You can pull that out. You know, you ain't touch it. You just been putting it there, saving it, accumulating a couple interest every month. See, certificates interest are low compared to back in the day. I see that a lot from reading my YouTube comments. They be like, back in the day, a certificate was yielding at a 9% or 12%. Well, that's unheard of now. I know I do have somebody in Texas that's trying to teach me about how do you say it? UILs, ULIs, something accounts, these other kind of universal accounts. But I still got a lot to learn. They already did a little phone call with me. I did a Zoom with somebody else about it. I'm still trying to learn about it. But with the CDs and IRAs, that was like easier for me to understand. Even with the IRA, I could do an IRA that's yielding at, what was the percentage? I think it was like 0.40%, which is still low. But you got to put 2,500 minimum in it. Do you know how to join Navy Federal without being related to someone in the military? No. My sponsor is related, and they're in the military. So that's how I was able to get into Navy Federal. But you can call. I have seen people have success with just calling them and saying they want to do a membership and they don't have a relative in the military, and they'll still approve the application over the phone. Somebody says called the Index Universal IUL. Thank you, Mortgage with me, because I could not recall because I don't know. I'm illiterate. Okay, I'm illiterate on this subject. I'm still learning it. Most important is having life insurance. We have life insurance. So me and my children, we have whole term and what's the other one? Accidental. And everybody say accidental is so stupid. You don't need no accidental insurance. You don't need accidental. That's a waste of money. But accidental insurance is so cheap. You can get extra $100,000 on accidental insurance for $100,000, and it covers even if you miss a limb, your finger fall off, stuff like that. Your finger get cut off. I think it's worth it. So extra 1,080. So that's a good way to go. But for y'all who trying to get a Navy Federal, you can get a Navy Federal if you, your spouse, your sibling, or a household member have a Navy Federal account and you have military affiliation. Also, sometimes you can call them. I'm in Navy Federal groups. I've seen people get approved for Navy Federal by just calling over the phone in my Navy Federal groups. They're like, none of y'all wouldn't sponsor me. I called and I asked and they sponsored me. They went ahead and opened up me an account, and then other people start doing it and they said that worked. So try that as well. I honestly love Navy Federal. I'm happy to be a member with them. Daddy has Navy Federal. Like my mama, all of us have Navy Federal. I love them. My sister got Navy Federal. Birthday CDs are great too. I think so too. And I see a lot of y'all be telling me that in the comments. Like, instead of birthday gifts, we do get money put into their CDs and into their college funds. I'm actually looking into college funds, but not the regular college fund. What's the other one? The college savings. It's a different one where you could pass it on to different kids, different family members. You could use it for yourself. If the child decides not to go to college, you will pull the money out, but you do get taxed. The 529. Thank you so much. So I've been looking at that one too. Like, I've been studying this kind of stuff and trying to see what's best for my family. But it is a lot to learn. I have Navy Federal and USAA. I heard USAA is where it's really at. They don't have enough ATMs. With Navy Federal, just like other credit unions, they're partnered. So you can go to any credit union and use it for free. You can go to Suncoast, GTE, Railroad, any kind of credit union, and you could use their ATMs for free. You could deposit money in them for free. Look into an annuity. I will. Yes, ma'am. I love Navy Federal. I have the 529 plan for my son. So far, so good. With me, and I know people was mad. It was like, what you mean your kids might not go to college? I honestly don't preach college to my kids. I'm an entrepreneur. I preach entrepreneurship to my kids. My oldest son said he don't want to go to college. I respect his decision to not go to college. He'll most likely be done with school probably at age 16. We even looked into doing dual enroll. I have homeschooled my oldest son 3 times. I've homeschooled all my kids before, but I've homeschooled my oldest 3 times specifically. With my oldest child, just so y'all know, kids can go, once they hit 12, they can take college courses and regular courses at the same time. I know people in my homeschool groups, their kids are 16 with a bachelor's degree that they got for free. So that's something that we're considering doing, because he already expressed, Mom, I don't want to go to college. If I do go to college, I want to go to college to be an animator, stuff like that. So I don't I don't care, if he chooses not to go to college. He chooses not to go to college. He has my support. But what I did like with the 529 college savings plan is, if the child you got it for chooses not to go to college, you could pass it to another child. If that child chooses not to go, you can use it for yourself, or you can pull your money out, but you're going to have to pay taxes. So I was looking at that too. People was like, the taxes is ridiculous. But then I looked at another video on YouTube, and they were saying, like, if you put $20,000 in this 529 plan, and then you accumulated $27,000 in interest money, so now it's worth 47,000. Y'all gotta go look it up. It was a lot of math. She was like, you only have to pay taxes. You don't pay taxes on that 20 grand. You only have to pay taxes on the 27,000. And she broke down the numbers and everything. And I was like, that's not too bad. That's not bad. People in the comments was like, that's ridiculous. And yeah, it's a lot to learn. Okay, I'm not finna sit up here and act like I'm an expert. I am illiterate on this subject. I am learning, and I'm just sharing what I've learned. The IUL started for your young children. That compound interest is great. You can get your child life insurance as soon as you have a social security number. Thank you. I know some social security plans, not social security, some life insurance plans cover you when you're pregnant. As soon as you had a baby, the baby is automatically covered with that same insurance, and you don't got to pay nothing extra. They do have plans like that as well. Hey Peaches, we love you over here. Thanks for sharing. My 2-month-old breastfeeding is stopped to watch you. But hey, little baby. Hey, little breastfeeding baby. You're very bright, and you're going to lead them in the right direction. I'm trying to learn, y'all. Thank you for the super chat, Shady Ann. She said, I have a college degree and work retail. So, exactly. You don't have to go to college. We know somebody like that. They got a master's degree, and they work at Busch Gardens like a regular guest services person, even though they got a master's degree. If you look into like the wealthiest people in the world, most people that are wealthy, most people making 6 figures a year are entrepreneurs. So I preach entrepreneurship to my kids, and I feel like they'll come out better doing a trade versus doing a full 4-year degree. I tell my kids, like, trade schools, like, you can go get your real estate license in 7 days. Well, really less than that if you got more time, but typically 7 days you can be a licensed realtor in the state of Florida. Realtors make a lot of money, but it's commission only. You could go and be a carpenter in like 8 months. They even got a rapid program that's 6 weeks long, and you could be making 6 figures. CDL drivers, that don't take long. I got a cousin, she's a female CDL driver. She making over 300,000 a year, and she did her CDL in a week and a half. It didn't take her too long. Like, it was less than a month. You can do a lot of stuff. You can open up a car wash. Car washes make a lot of money. We have a friend that has a car wash that's a 6-figure earner. You could be a YouTuber, Instagrammer. You don't have to go to college. And you can always hire people that got those skills. You can go take you a trade for accounting. Accounting is 10 months? A 10-month program. It's cheap. It's not too expensive. I have to do more vlogging on my channel, being behind the camera for now. Yeah, getting in front of the camera will really help. One of the things I learned years ago, I told you I take classes all the time. Years ago, I had flew to Atlanta, me and Daddy. We went to Ming Lee. I love Ming Lee, at least back then. I don't be on Instagram now. But back then when I had my online business, I really loved Ming Lee. I loved watching where she came from to where she was. It was like, I want to get to that level. And she did a 6-figure class, and she was talking about marketing. She said, if you make people fall in love with you as the person, you can sell anything. At that moment, when I had my waist training business, nobody knew it was mine. I was so afraid of coming in front of the camera. I love privacy. I love walking around without my hair done. I love being ashy. The same stuff I do on YouTube now, I did it back then, even though I had money. I remember I used to go to the mall with my models, and they'll be like, oh my God, it's waist language, and running up to my model, want to take pictures with her. She all on the shade room and everything, and it's my business. I'm making all the money. She out in the front. I love that. But as soon as a situation came up where she can't model for me, now I don't got nobody to model, and nobody knows who is this girl. I ain't never seen this girl a day in my life. So it is better to protect yourself, to build yourself up as the brand, make people love you, and then you can sell them anything. Look at me right now. I sell my credit repair kit, I sell my books, I sell my YouTube courses, and I'm just being my regular ashy self. Back then I didn't think I was good enough being, ashy, hair uncombed. Now I know, like, it really don't matter. Having your makeup done and looking presentable, it adds, but it's not required. So to any of y'all watching me, if you have a business, you definitely don't want to just depend on models. You definitely want to get out there and make it where if your model was to leave you, that business would still run. You want to make yourself a household name. That way you can sell anything, and then you can still get you some models. Peach, you are genuine. Thank you. Congrats. Sis, love, vanilla, good luck. Thank you. My vanilla peach, Miss Lisa. She don't mind being called vanilla. Love, empowerment, energy, and empathy is allowing this blessing, calling purpose for you so willingly and easily to assist others towards positive. I can't say that word. Alchemist. I think that was a rapper name back in the day. Progressive mindset. Thank you. Are you still nursing, baby? No. So for those of you who don't know, when you get pregnant with a baby, your milk dry up. So I have no milk, absolutely no milk. I don't understand how people still breastfeed and they ain't got no milk. I remember when I was pregnant with Gorgeous and McIntyre was still breastfeeding. He always wanted to breastfeed. And I'm like, why is he so hungry? He wanted to breastfeed like a newborn. Why is he so hungry? Why he keep wanting to nurse? And one day I squeezed my boob and it wasn't no milk. And I was like, boy, you been playing with me, just sucking my titty. And I don't do that. I don't just let my kids nurse for comfort when it ain't no milk. So, baby, he cut off. My milk is gone. It's dry. I won't have milk until I have this baby. Now, I'm not going to lie. Lately, he has been wanting to breastfeed more. Like the other night, I caught him on my boob. And I'm like, boy, if you don't go on about your business, hey, lady, check your P.O. box. I sent my new baby something. Hey, Warren fam, I will do. I haven't checked my P.O. box since that last video I did. I'll go check it Monday. Because you are one smart cookie, do you ever sit down and listen to your own stuff? That's what I was saying. So I was listening to the jerk chicken pasta video. Like, I don't know how it came on our TV. Shout out to Miss Chantel Kennedy for the super chat. Thank you so much. I was out there the other day, like I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. I was in the bathroom, and when I walked out, the jerk chicken pasta video was on. Y'all go watch that if y'all haven't had a chance. I'll put it in my community tab when I get off. But it's a live stream of my mama cooking and me trying to encourage her to do YouTube. And then I'm sending out credit repair kits, my waist trainer orders. Like, I was actually working. I was doing a lot. I was like, damn, girl, you the shit. Girl, you ain't know you was the shit. Sometimes I be forgetting that I'm the shit. I just feel like I'm just a regular, degular, smegular, ashy girl from the Jets, But when I was listening to that video, I was like, wow, you so wise. And even the other night, when me and Daddy was sitting on the back porch, he was like, I was listening to your video, you in Seminole Hard Rock, when you was eating them chicken wings. He was like, no, was I eating my steak salad? My steak salad. He was like, you very smart. I was like, what? He was like, that video was dope. Like, I really liked that video. I watched the whole thing. I really enjoyed it. And I was like, oh, well, thanks. So sometimes I don't go back and listen to me. But when I do, it's kind of like, bitch, you said that? I said that? I said that? It's kind of one of those moments. Yes, girl, you need to give yourself flowers. Thank you. Wish you all the best. Hey, Miss Cutie. Hey, Miss Cutie. Miss Cutie been rocking with me. A lot of y'all on here have been rocking with me since I was a little nobody. I still feel like a little nobody. He showed me the message she's speaking. I'm trying to read some of y'all comments. Y'all know when I be talking, I just be talking. I'm gonna do great with my new baby. I'm excited and I'm nervous. Me and my best friend was just talking about that. I'm like, I'm so excited. I can't wait. I'm gonna have on this dress. I'm gonna put this baby in this dress, and we gonna be hanging out. Baby gonna be sitting in my shirt. I can't wait for that. And shout out to Cappy girl for the super chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Um, but I can't wait. I'm so nervous. You know, I'm praying for a healthy baby. We all know the issue that's going on. That is not a lie. For those of y'all who be saying, "Shit, lying, ain't nothing wrong with her baby." That is legit the truth. It is hard, like having anxiety and not knowing, is this baby gonna be blind? Is the baby gonna have seizures? Is the baby gonna, like, you don't know? And just thinking about that continuously is like hard. But I was just with my best friend today and her kids. They had went to the park. I met her down there. We was just talking, and I was like, I want to just go home and put up all my stuff. Like, my baby gonna come home, and she was like, you just need to go do that. Just put all your stuff out, like baby come home like normal. And I'm like, you know, that little fear, like, but baby not gonna come home like normal. What if baby got to be in the NICU for blah blah blah? But I did join some groups for the things that the m- baby is missing, the corpus callosum. It's called, I don't know how to say the first word, agnes of the corpus callosum, something like that. Okay, I don't know how to say it, but I end up joining a Facebook group. The first day I got in, I had to get out because it just broke me down. It was like so many kids in there with like birth defects, or they can't walk. The baby 5 months old and blind, not following the daddy. I had to get out. I had a breakdown. But the what 2 nights ago, I was on Facebook, and a picture popped up in the group, and the lady was saying how, you know, they told she had twins, and they said how, you know, the boy twin was missing the corpus callosum. I'm probably saying it wrong, y'all. Don't judge me, judge the mammy. But she was like, she prepared for her baby like normal, and to everybody's surprise, the baby was able to come home. As soon as she had the baby came home. The baby is doing wonderful, and I was like, because for me, a part of me is scared to prepare. Like, a part of me is like, if I prepare, if I open this stuff and my baby don't come home, like, I'm going to feel so devastated. Like, a part of me is so scared. But it's like, girl, why we want to give, I'm about to cry just think about it. But it's like, why we want to give the devil that much power? Like, let's have some faith. They say all you need is faith the size of a mustard seed. Let's have some faith that baby going to come home with you. I keep telling daddy, that's one of my biggest fears. Like, just my baby not being able to breastfeed immediately, not being able to put my baby in my gown as soon as I have my baby. That's one of my biggest fears. We do not have a name. Um, we don't ever really have names for our babies. The only baby that had a name is Choice. I knew I was naming Choice. Choice is a blessing. I already knew that. But with McIntyre, we didn't have a name. Couldn't come up with a name. Daddy wanted me to name McIntyre Carnell, which is his middle name. I'm like, I hate that ugly ass name. Isn't that ugly, Carnell? I was like, I'm not naming my baby Carnell. And Daddy left to go get McIntyre's car seat. And when he was gone, I named my baby McIntyre. My last name is McIntyre. I really thought Daddy was gonna finally marry me. Okay, when I was at baby number 3, I was like, this man loved me. We had money, like life was great. He gonna marry me. I'm gonna name this baby McIntyre, so my last name ain't gotta die. And we gonna get married and live happily ever after. But no, Daddy was so mad when he called and I said I named him McIntyre. Daddy hung the phone up in my face and he ain't come back. He ain't come back to the hospital. He was like, why would you name my baby that ugly ass name? So he was really mad. Gorgeous' real name is Gorgeous. Okay, with Gorgeous, Daddy wanted her to have a name with a G, but we didn't want anything ghetto. But I wanted to name her Purpose because I felt like in that time, like before I had Gorgeous, a lot of y'all know like my struggles. Before I had Gorgeous, we had been struggling a lot financially and had been through a lot. Excuse me. But I felt like I had realized that life has a purpose. All the bad shit you going through, all the hard times, and you like, why me, Lord? It really had a purpose. So I wanted to name my daughter Purpose, but Daddy wanted to name her Gorgeous. That's the only child he ever named. He named her Gorgeous, and then we settled for Purpose as her middle name. So Gorgeous' name is Gorgeous Purpose. Okay, Gorgeous Purpose. And I don't feel like it's no little girl names out there topping that. It's no girl names topping that. And then we got Baby. Daddy named Baby. So yeah, this baby we don't know. I have an idea of what I want to name baby, but Daddy don't like it. Like the name I mentioned, he's like no. He's like nope. He didn't like Choice name either. He hated Choice name, but now that's one of his favorite names. And our oldest son is named Gregory, which I wanted to name our oldest son Brody. I loved Brody Jenner. When I was young, when I was in high school, I used to watch The Hills all the time. I loved Lauren from The Hills, and I loved Brody, okay? And I was just like, I thought Brody Jenner was like the nicest name, and he was so cute. I'm naming this baby Brody, and Daddy was like, "You ain't naming my baby no white boy name." And then my one of my good friends, she wasn't a best friend, but she was a really good friend in high school, and she was so sweet. One of the most compassionate people I ever met in my life. Her name was Mary Catherine, and we called her McKay. And when I was pregnant, like a lot of people ain't want to be my friends no more. They said I shamed the school. I was the homecoming queen, which was basically like, it was called the Ferris Princess. It was basically the prom queen. I had a full ride scholarship to college, to two different colleges actually. And so they felt like they don't want to talk to me no more. They can't believe I'm pregnant. I shamed the school. I actually had got a call into the guidance counselor office with the principal and everything. Like, they was really upset that I was pregnant in high school. So uh Mary Catherine, she was still nice to me. Like, while everybody was like being mean and judging and gossiping about me, she was nice to me. She was very, very nice to me. Yes.
I don't know. Matt could stay up.
Okay. I'm gonna talk to you when I get off live, okay?
Okay. Look at that room.
Okay. So I told Mary Catherine, aka McKay, that's what we call her. I said, when I have my baby, if it's the girl, I'm gonna name her McKay. That was gonna be her first name. But I had a boy, and I still named Gregory McKay. And Gregory is daddy's name. Gregory is daddy's name. He already had a son named Gregory. Yes, he has two older kids than mine. Okay, we done already got through this before on the live. But he still was like, I'm not naming my son Brody. That was not gonna happen. I just named him Gregory. Gregory McKay. Everybody was mad. His mama was mad. Daddy wasn't mad. He was like happy with it. It was like, you're gonna be like George Foreman and had everybody named George. But Daddy wasn't mad. I wasn't mad. And his name is Gregory McKay. His mama was mad. She was like, why would you have a son and name him Gregory? He already got a Gregory. You know, they was really mad. But my mama wasn't mad. My mama was like, oh well. So that's the name. Oh, I didn't know Daddy has older kids. He has two older kids. It's something that we don't talk about because Daddy don't share his personal life. But you know, people always try to be all in my business. Like, we had a viewer. They probably was subscribed. I don't know. They kept coming on my page. They was writing me on Instagram, writing on comments on Instagram about his other kids. They say he got kids on me and all this other stuff, just craziness. And I finally had said no. He got two other kids and they're older than our kids. So he has an older daughter and he has an older son. His daughter is what, 18? Hold on. What you want this? Why are you giving me this?
So you can call Matt.
I don't know Mac phone number. You know what? McIntyre phone broke. Hold on.
How his phone broke?
Yeah.
How his phone broke? He dropped it in water?
I don't know what happened, but it's broke. That's my nephew trying to talk to me. But yeah, so he had his first child young. He was a teen parent. He had his first child, I be saying, I think 15, 13, shit, I don't know. It's before I ever met him. And he lied and said that it wasn't his baby. He lied and said it wasn't his baby. His second child he had at 18. With his second child, I knew about his second child. I've been with him since his second child was 1 month old. So he was a liar back then too. He said that he wasn't with that girl. He said he wasn't with that girl, you know, a lie. And he was with that girl, but I was dating him. But yeah, now we got 5 and a half, 6 kids together. And just so y'all know, I've lived my life outside of him. He has lived my life outside of me. But see, I haven't been live and like talk about my personal life in so long. But when I first started on YouTube, I was not married. I have been a single mom. Like, people always like, oh, you were acting like a single mom. No, I really have been a single mom. Me and Daddy have really been separated, not together, for years at a time. But the longest we broke up was like for 2 years we were not together. What child was this? After our oldest son. So after our oldest, it was just like craziness. We were teenagers. I was 18 with my oldest. Daddy was 20. So it was like a lot of craziness. We were both young. He was cheating. I was cheating. We both was cheating. But we broke up for 2 whole years and we didn't date. And then I got pregnant with Choice. My old subscribers know that story. But yeah, after that, we got back together and we just had a lot of making up, breaking up, making up, breaking up, you know. It is what it is, but we decided to get married. I did not want to get married. Daddy proposed to me for the first time on my birthday, and I was pregnant with Gorgeous. On my birthday, when I was pregnant with Gorgeous, he proposed to me. He bought me a ring and everything. And then I got mad at him and I sold the ring. And I said I'd never marry him. Then, recent last year, he just kept begging me to marry him, begging me to marry him. And I kept saying no. I don't feel like, no, no. I would tell y'all, marriage for me, I used to always want to be married to this man. Even right now, we battle about my last name. I do not want to change my last name. My last name is McIntyre. I feel like I have turned myself into a household name. I know somebody gonna look at it, bitch, you ain't no household name. Yes, I am. I feel like I have turned myself into a household name, Peaches McIntyre, and I don't want to change my name. We was just arguing about this last night. He was like, when you gonna change your last name? And I'm like, I'm not. But I remember when I wanted to change my name so bad. Like, I used to hate that I was the only one in my house with a different last name. Or when we go to school and they be like, Mrs. blah, blah, blah. And I have to be like, no, my name is McIntyre, Miss McIntyre, you know. But now it's like, so we battling about that. I'm like, I don't want to change my last name. I like my name. I worked really hard. I worked really hard for this name. So we was battling. But I would say with marriage, it's different. For those of y'all who've been following me for a long time, y'all don't watch my Dollar Tree videos. I am the man gotta go. He acting like he ain't got no sense. Get you a good sense trash bag. Okay? Good sense trash bag. I will kick a nigga out. Okay? I will kick a man to the curb. Even if I take him back 2 days later, that's my business. But when you married, you can't do that. So for those of y'all who are considering marriage, just know, like, it is you can't just break up. You can't just get mad at somebody and dump them. Like, I can't just dump him because I'm mad today. Like, I'm mad. Go back to your mammy house or go to such and such. Leave me alone. Like, no, you really gotta work it out. You really gotta, like, it's different. It's very mature. It's for grown-ups, okay? It's not for baby mamas. It's not for the childish. It's for grown-ups. It's one of the hardest things I ever did in my life. Yeah, marriage is hard, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Cause you can't kick a nigga out. That's the hardest part. That is the hardest part. No matter how bad they getting on your nerves, no matter how mad they make you, you gotta eat it. You gotta eat it. You gotta be like, "Ugh. Okay." So for all of y'all who think marriage is all roses and you ready to get married, I would say just make sure you have the tenacity to not kick a dude out. Okay? Make sure. Miss Kimberly said, I've been married 39 years. Ooh, baby. I've been with daddy for 15 years off and on. Or is it 16 now? It might be 16 years now, off and on. Yeah, 16, because his oldest son just turned 16. It has been a roller coaster ride. It has not been smooth, and we're not couple goals. This is a real relationship. A real relationship, okay? We have matured a lot. I will say the biggest thing, I always say this in my videos, the biggest things that has helped us, succeed better in our relationship is keeping our business to ourselves. Keeping my business to myself. I don't go around telling my business. I don't go around talking to my mom every time he make me mad. I'm a sister. I'm a best friend. I learned to keep my business to myself. The second thing is communication. Learn how to communicate effectively through talking. Like, I don't gotta yell at you and call you all kinds of names. You ain't gotta yell at me. Knowing that I can't change him, he can't change me. You're not my daddy. I'm not your mama. Like, we're two grown adults that are choosing to be together. And we have to learn how to effectively communicate. But I did not want to get married. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that was a struggle. I was like, we got the marriage license, and I waited till the very last day. I think they give you, 3 months? The very last day to be like, okay. Because I did not want to get married. I still be like, girl. Marriage is not for the weak. It's not like a boyfriend girlfriend thing. And then people like, the Lord bless marriages. People think that just because you get married, everything's gonna change. Everything don't change because you get married. You're gonna still have the same problems. The same problems you had before the marriage gonna still exist during the marriage. The difference is now you cannot walk away as smoothly. Like, you can't just up and be like, forget you. No, you gotta actually work it out. That's the part that you gotta be mature about. Like now I can't just get mad and just kick you out and just go my separate way and cry my snot book of tears for a couple days, a couple weeks, and then you start dating and I'm just crying and like I'm just this baby mom. No, it's like now I can't even kick you out. We gotta sit here like two adults and work this situation out. I gotta feed you even though I want to poison you. It's like that. It's like that. It's like I gotta feed you even though I want to poison you. I got to love you at your worst for real. I can't just be like, I'm done. Go to your mama. You really gotta. You really gotta. Be there. It's different, y'all. It's a whole different experience. Does your husband have other kids? I just answered that, Miss Tammy. He has two older kids. He has I think she might be 19 now. He has a daughter. She lives in a different state, and he has a son that just turned 16. With his daughter, he denied her. Like my cousin said that. My cousin said, "Why are you talking to that boy? He got two kids." And I was like, "No, he only got one kid." And I confronted him, and he was like, "That ain't my baby. I ain't never sleep with that girl." Daddy is a good liar. He gonna lie to the end. If you ever want to do a crime with daddy. He ain't gonna never snitch. He's a great liar. Okay, great liar. But so he denied having this little girl. We didn't find out for sure. Like they didn't take a DNA test until she was 12 years old. So that's when they took a DNA test and for sure this is your child and all that kind of stuff. So that is his stuff to deal with, not mine. I'm not no stepmama of the year. I don't even know how to be a stepmama, okay? I don't know how to do it. And for those of y'all like, how you don't know how to be a stepmama? And you been with him this long. I have been with him since his child was 1 month old. We used to have a really, really great relationship with his child and his child mother. And then as the child got older and as I got money, it became like an issue. Like, this is my money. They ain't my husband. Like, people be thinking because you got money, you got to take care of their kids. And you don't. This is my money. I'm not one. This is my money. This is my money. I don't got to take care of him or his kids, okay? This is my money. But we just start having, like, relationship problems later on in life. And when that happens, it caused a rift in between us all together. And then plus when I fell on financial hard times, the last thing I was thinking about was another person's kids. I was thinking about my own kids, trying to take care of my own kids, keep a roof over me and my own kids here. So I'm not no stepmama of the year, none of that. Peaches, what are the worst combination cravings for you so far? Honestly, I don't crave anything weird. My favorite thing to eat is watermelon. Um, that's basically it. I love watermelon. Sometimes I want vinegar and watermelon. I'm not gonna lie. That actually tastes really good. Um, Other than that, nothing. I tell my husband sometimes I could kick him and sometimes I could kiss him. It is. I mean, it's the same. I'll say this. The only thing that really has changed in the marriage is, like I said, it's just the fact that we have to work everything out. I can't be immature. I can't just kick somebody out now because they make me mad. I can't just decide today I want to be single and I'm doing it all on my own. F you. Like, I can't move that way. Same with him. He can't dump me today and go be with somebody else. I mean, he can if he wants to. He grown. I can't, go put my hands on him. But it's like now as a married couple, because you can't kick people out. You legally can't kick a person out, especially when y'all married. You have to sit and work it out. You have to sit and work it out. At 6 kids and not married, she should be. I'm on my 6th baby and I am married, but I don't have to be married. I don't give a fuck if I had 13 kids and I wasn't married. That's my choice. That's my life. Just because you have kids with a person don't mean y'all gotta get married. It's people who thrive in relationships and they're not legally married. Honestly, y'all, marriage ain't nothing. Literally, marriage ain't nothing but a fucking piece of paper. And uh people gonna say, oh no, it's a commitment between you and God. You and God could have had that commitment with the person without the paper. It's literally just a piece of paper, in my opinion. That's the only thing that changed. It's literally a piece of paper, and it is so hard to get out of that piece of paper. It's easy to get in and hard to get out. So if you are trying to marry somebody just because you got kids with them, don't do it. Marry somebody because you genuinely gonna be with them no matter what, for better, for worse, through sickness and health, no matter what. Because you can't kick them out. You can't poison them. I mean, you can, but you're going to go to jail. Yes, all my kids had the same daddy, but why does that matter? I don't be understanding. I don't know if it's a black women thing or if it's a all women's thing. Why does it matter? If I had 6 kids from 6 different men, would that take away from the quality of me being a great mom? Does that take away from the child? It's people who got all their kids by the same man and they miserable. It's people who got kids by the same man and the man don't help. Like, it don't take away from nothing. Y'all always trying to look for a reason to down women. It's like, what does that matter? You going through a divorce? I'm sorry to hear that, but sometimes divorce is for the best. I won't lie, it's easier to have the father in the home only when y'all can effectively communicate. And like I said, I had to learn to start being more logical. Somebody said I have 3 different baby daddies. My mama do too. My mama got 3 kids, 3 different baby daddies, and she's married to her husband who loves her and loves us as his real kids. Like, you can't tell me father, my stepdaddy is not my real daddy. That's why I don't judge women who have multiple baby daddies. My great grandma, no, my great grandma was married. My grandmother has 3 kids from 3 different men. My grandmother had 4 kids from 2 different men. Like, what does that take away from? They still was good mothers. They still raised their children. What does that take away from? Like, you having the same baby daddy, what does that add to your life? It's some of y'all miserable and y'all just trying to keep up an image. Oh, I got the same baby daddy. And that same baby daddy ain't doing shit for you. That same baby daddy ain't teaching your kids nothing. Sometimes it's better to leave that baby daddy and go be on your own. I have been on my own. I have been single. I've had the time to date. I've done a lot. Same with daddy. Daddy done been with other women. He has been single. He has had time to date. He's decided that this is where he wants to be. I decided that, okay, I want to be with you too. We're gonna take this very serious. But at the same time, like I said, for y'all, if you're not married yet, if you're not sure that that's somebody you want to be with for better or worse through sickness and health, you can't just kick them out when they getting on your motherfucking nerves. Don't get married. Your realness is what's up. My daddy got, what, 21, 22 kids. The man got over 22 kids, like 16 baby mamas. 16 baby mamas. I will say his baby mamas did a phenomenal job. If you stereotype, then you're not my type. It's a lot of people like that. I don't understand that though. Like, I see that a lot on YouTube, especially in the black mommy sector. Y'all always looking for a flaw in a person to point out to tear them down. Like, y'all don't got that shit going on in your own life and in your own family. Y'all got that stuff going on in your own family. I got cousins with multiple baby mamas, and that don't take away from them being a great man. I got a cousin, he got 9 baby mamas. He own his own house. Like, that don't take away from him being a great man. Still do for his kids. It don't take away from nothing. Like, it is best. 2 parent households are better, but that's only better when the 2 parents can actually function correctly. They're not. It's kids that in 2 parent households. The parents fighting every day. It's very toxic. The parents don't know how to communicate. It's harder. Yes, black women are stereotyped all the time. I agree. You have to be a terrible person for me to judge. I think judging is natural. We all judge. I judge people. It's natural. But I don't try to judge people in a way to tear them down. Like, I don't purposely go look at people and try to find what's their flaw, what they like fucked up at, so I could kick them there, so I could poke them there. Like, that's what I see a lot of people try to do. Please teach these people. People need to listen to what you give them and stop asking mean-spirited questions. That's the thing. That's what they want to do. They're not asking from a place of curiosity. What does it, even if I wasn't married, what does that matter to you? Why is that so important to you? How does that change the life of me and my kids, me and their daddy being married? What does it add to them? Us not being married, what does it change? I got off of food stamps with my income alone. I could get back on food stamps with our income if we fall. Like, you could be on food stamps while you're not married. You could be off food stamps while you're not married. Like, either way it go, shit don't change. It don't change nothing. A lot of people be digging and fishing for information. They really do. Faith Bucket nosy. A lot of people nosy. Peaches, you have a blessed day. Thank you. Um, yeah, someone has to be judgmental. That's how it is, though. Y'all gonna see that for anybody who is considering. That's why my sister says she don't want to do YouTube. She don't want to deal with this aspect of it, like people constantly being judgmental, people being very inquisitive, invasive, like obsessed. Like, she don't want to deal with that part of doing YouTube. But I still feel like YouTube is still worth it. for me, when I get to the point where I feel like, this too much, I'm trading too much for this, I will leave. Are y'all going through something now? No, I'm not going through anything now. And if I was, honestly, I wouldn't tell y'all. I'm not that kind of person. Like I done already been that person that done overshared my life before. And then when you move past the situation, even if you think about in your own family, you can go through things with your significant other, and you can consult in your family. You can go tell your family what you're going through. And then a couple weeks go by, a month go by, and y'all get back together. But your family is still going to judge that person based off of the past. What you told them has happened. So that is why it is important to keep your business to yourself. Just because your man make you mad today don't mean he gonna make you mad tomorrow. Y'all might be in love tomorrow. You might be mad at him for a week. Look at Royalty and CJ So Cool. Royalty and CJ So Cool just did all this stuff on YouTube, on Instagram, going through what they're going through. Now they back together. Now they looking like money talking about on private jets. I love that video. Now people talking, yeah, somebody say like you got to take the walk of shame. If they would have kept that private and not brought that to the world, it would have been easier to resolve. Hey, Miss Tamika, everybody follow the hair diagram. We got Miss Tamika, the owner of Boho, in the building. Y'all follow them. This is who I say I kind of did a promo post for, because that's who sent me that wig when I got my wig put on by JT, and got my makeup done, my wig applied with the bowl hole. If y'all haven't seen that video, go check it out, Miss Tamika. But it's more so like a friend. Like I feel like me and Miss Tamika friends. She's a great person. She helps with shifting your mindset. If y'all not following her on Instagram, y'all go check her out. Check her out on YouTube as well. Boho, Miss Tamika. They say I love me some Boho liquid gold. Black owned, multi-millionaire. And she act like a normal person. That's what I love about Miss Tamika. She don't act like she way up here. She gonna talk to you like y'all on the same level. Even though y'all money not on the same level, you not gonna feel like intimidated or less than. So that's what I love about her. But keep fam out your business. Exactly. Keep your family out your business. Tell your sister come get this money. I keep talking to her about it. They were never apart. You know, some YouTubers will do that. I hear some YouTubers will, stage breakups and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I just take people like for what they say. So they say they broke up. They broke up. Now they did all that stuff, going to funny mic, all that stuff. Now they back together. And so it's like if they wouldn't have did all that, if they would have just kept that stuff private, it would have been easier to get back together, and the world would not have to judge, and she wouldn't have to feel no shame. But at the end of the day, even if you did do that, even if you told the world all your business and you decided to get back together, oh well, you grown, you decided that you want to get back together. Let them talk their shit. People gonna talk about you no matter what. What about my real estate journey? I might activate my real estate license probably in August or September. August or September. Women of other races have 6 baby daddies too. It just be on us to look down on us. Yep. Or they'll have ex-wives. Like people put so much emphasis on the marriage title. Like they'll be like, oh, they got the man, a white man could have 6 ex-wives and he's still the man, or an African man, 6 ex-wives, and people look at it like it's glory, but you just having a man out of wedlock, having a baby with a man out of wedlock, they look down on you. Don't give people that much control over you where you feel like you gotta have all these titles. That's how I said about my car. People be telling me I need a new car. Oh, you need a new car. That van. Oh, your van giving you problems. Get a new car. I'm not gonna get another vehicle until I want to get another vehicle, because I'm not trying to live for y'all. I'm living for me. I know what I can afford. Same thing with my relationship. I'm not leaving my husband until I want to leave my husband. He leave me. Like, that's when we gonna break up. It don't matter how nobody else feel about it. I don't give a fuck what he's done in his past. He don't give a fuck what I've done in my past. We have made the decision that regardless of that, we want to be together. And when we feel like this too much, we ain't doing this no more, we won't do it no more. People need to worry about what they got going on. That van's still riding right. My van over there looking so dirty. I need to clean it. Marriage isn't for everyone. They say, look at Kara from the Baby Bunch. She had 3 girls when she met Mike, right? A lot of people do, but she probably had a ex-husband. I don't know why it's like that. I wish black women, especially, I know it happened like all women, you know, But black women especially, I wish I would stop trying to look for angles to tear other women down and start looking for the good in people and just keep pointing out what people do good so they can continue to do good and get better. Stop looking for my flaws. Stop looking for my flaws. We already know I got a bunch of them, bitch. I ain't Jesus. I ain't God. I ain't perfect. I have a lot of flaws, but I do a lot of things well. Same thing with other people. I done told y'all that positive reinforcement is so important, not only with our children, but with us as an adult. I told y'all this story before. A lot of y'all don't know it. We got 1,300 people watching me live. Make sure you hit a like. But years ago, I remember taking my kids to school. At that moment, I was going through so much, mentally battling depression, suicidal thoughts. I felt like I was a shitty mom because my mama them always was telling me like I wasn't a good mama. I felt like my house wasn't clean enough. I wasn't good enough. Choice wasn't potty trained. Just people having so much shit to say constantly, so much shit to say. And I remember I took my kids to school and the principal was standing out front like she is every morning. And she stopped me and she said, Peaches, I just want to tell you, you're a great mom. You're really a good mother. And I broke down in tears. Like I cried like a baby. I hadn't heard that I was a good mama ever from anybody in my family. And the same shit I do on YouTube now that y'all say I'm a good mama from, like taking my kids to the zoo, taking them out to eat, taking them different places. I've been doing that even before YouTube. Like that's my real life. I used to catch the bus to take my oldest son to the zoo, to the Chuck E. Cheese. Like I've always been interactive with my kids, but I have never heard that from my family. My mama ain't tell me I was a good mama until YouTube. When I got on YouTube one day, she called me and she said she watched one of my YouTube videos and she just wanted to tell me that I was a good mom and she wished that she would have done the things that she see me do with my kids, with us, But before then, I had never heard that, and I cried. And when she said that, she was like, I was like, no, I'm not. Sometimes they be late. She said, yeah, sometimes your kids be late, but they come to school every day. And even when they come to school every day, you make sure they clean. You make sure they have eaten breakfast. You are a good mom. You're doing a good job. Keep up the good work. When she said that to me, it was like that push that I needed to get better. Like once she said that, I started getting to school every day on time. Like I started wanting to be better. Like what can I do to, like, just because I heard that positive reinforcement, it made me want to do more positive things. So if a lot of y'all would stop looking at black women and trying to find the flaws in them so you could tear them down, but instead, like, look at me, I'm going through so much shit mentally with this baby. My baby is missing a piece of its brain. That's not a lie. That's the truth. I'm going through a lot with all the possibilities. Baby could be blind. Baby could have seizures. Baby gonna have to stay in the NICU. Baby could have to have immediate heart surgery. I'm going through a lot of shit. But do I let that stop me? I still get on YouTube and I post my content. I done got myself off food stamps. I bought my car cash. I don't get weak no more. I got a savings account. I'm saving more money. I'm working towards my goals. But yeah, y'all concerned with how many kids my baby daddy got outside of our relationship. Am I really married? Am I really off food stamps? Y'all so concerned looking for a flaw, looking for something so you can kick me with it, so you can beat me down with it, instead of saying, Peaches, you're doing an amazing job. Peaches, for you to be going through so much and you're continuing to work, keep up the good work. I'm proud of you. You inspire me. But see, that's the thing. Some of y'all do it, which I appreciate you, Peach Patch, but I do it to myself. That's why I keep telling y'all, self is the most important thing. Self-love, self-respect, self-affirmations. I do that shit to myself. Like I just told y'all, I watched that video yesterday, like on accident, the day before the jerk pasta video, and I was like, you said that? Like, girl, you the shit. I had to remind myself I was the shit. I be forgetting sometimes. So that is why it's so important to pour into yourself, build yourself up at all times, and pray. At all times, we are in a spiritual war between good and evil at all times. The devil busy and God busy. Neither one of them don't sleep. So just continue to pour into yourself, love on yourself, build yourself up, even when people trying to come at you and looking for your flaws and how can I kick her down. Where this house weak at? Where this house weak at so I could tear it down? Wherever your house weak at, go pray about it and keep that shit to yourself. Okay? Talk about it when it's over. You do a lot for your children and everyone can see it. Thank you. People always gonna have an opinion. People gonna be like, you're a bad mom, you're a good mom. People tell me my kids too spoiled. Some people say I don't care about my kids because I don't do their hair. Everybody gonna have something to say, but you gotta get it from self. Miss Tamika say, I love this. I wish me and Miss Tamika could be on YouTube live together. I'm telling y'all, Miss Tamika, this, I told her story before when you said Me and Miss Tamika was on live together on Instagram Live. She got over 300,000 Instagram followers. And she was talking about, but Peaches, they was talking about like self esteem and stuff. And she was like, with her, she feel like she could build a rocket. Like, if I want to build a rocket, I could build a rocket. That's how Miss Tamika feel. And she's like, I just feel like I might have to research a little bit, maybe get somebody to help me, but I could build a rocket. Versus somebody like me, how I have been low, I have lacked self esteem. I would feel like, okay, I want to build a rocket. Can I really build a rocket? I would have self doubt. I would have to pray about it. I would have to continuously, uh, reflect about it. But the way Miss Tamika had said, she said, Peaches, but no, I really could build a rocket. Like, she really believed that much in herself. But she said, and if I don't build the rocket, you know what happens? And I was like, what you gonna try to build it again? Like, what's gonna happen? Like, she was like, no, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna move on. And I was like, so if you fail at something, you just gonna move on? She was like, yep, I'm not gonna beat myself up about it. I know I tried my best. I'm gonna move on. When she said that on that live, it was like a light bulb moment for me. A lot of times we get so stuck in our past thinking about why something didn't work out. Why couldn't I build that rocket? Like, what did I do wrong? What piece did I miss? Like, even if you think about your hardships, like maybe you broke right now and you like, man, if I would have just did right with my income tax and my stimulus check, I wouldn't be broke right now. Man, I should have never bought them new shoes. I shouldn't have got no new bed. I shouldn't have went out to eat. And you just keep beating yourself up about it. Now you depressed, you can't get out of bed. But if you just be like, you know what? Forget that. I learned not to go out to eat that much. Next time, I'm not going out to eat. I'm only going to go out to eat one day out the week. I forgive myself and move on. Like, take what you learned from it and move on. Life will be easier for you. Easier. Like, when she said it, it's just like a little light bulb moment. I wish I could see that live. Like, for me, that live, it was just like, I thought she was gonna say, I'm gonna go back and try again. Cause you know how they say, if at first you don't succeed, try again. It was like, if at first you don't succeed, move on. Try something else. Move on. Maybe that's just not for you. You have changed my life. When I'm down, your energy lifts me up. And I thank you so much for being you. Thank you, Miss Shauna. I'm happy to hear that. And I'm happy to be able to do this. Because honestly, y'all, when I was depressed, I always tell y'all, I feel like YouTube saved my life. When I was depressed and going through it, I could get on YouTube. I remember when I didn't want to clean up. That's how I started really watching YouTube. I didn't want to clean up, but I didn't want to be dirty either. Like, I don't want to clean up because I'm going through depression and I ain't got no money to pay these bills and my life fucked up. I don't feel like cleaning up. I can't even pay these bills. I don't want to get out of bed, right? But I don't want to be dirty, if that makes sense. So I started looking at cleaning videos, clean with me videos. And the first time I was looking at clean with me videos, it was like all white moms. No offense to the vanilla peaches. I'm not no racist. Y'all be like, you racist? Not racist, but it's like their situation was different from me. It was like white stay-at-home moms whose husband worked all day and they were just home with the kids. They ain't have to pay no bills. Girl, you ain't got my same kind of worries. Okay, I got 4 kids at home, pregnant with baby 5. I am single as a dollar bill. I cannot mingle. I don't even want to get out of bed, and I still got to figure out how to pay these bills, okay? So I want to see people that look like me, which led me into the black mommy sector, where I seen black women with multiple kids that were baby mamas, the same baby mamas y'all be trying to frown upon, with baby mamas, and they was still doing the damn thing. They was getting up cleaning. They was getting up cooking. They was getting up taking their kids to school on motherfucking time. And when I seen that, I was like, oh my God, if they could do it, I could do it. Got my butt out of bed. Start cleaning up. Start getting those kids to school on time. So I always feel like YouTube helped me through depression. Like, YouTube literally saved my life. Those moments where I felt like I couldn't do it, seeing other strong women do it, like get this shit done and not complain, even if they was complaining behind the camera. They didn't get on camera boohoo crying, complaining. Some of them did sometimes, but they got it back together and back in order. Those videos helped me a lot, a lot. And so if I'm able to do that for y'all, it's an honor. It truly is an honor. Before you did YouTube, what job did you have? I was an entrepreneur before YouTube. I've done a lot of things online. I've owned waist training business. I've done resumes. I have the largest employment group in the state of Florida. I've done a lot. Before, when I worked in regular jobs, I was a substitute teacher for 5 years. I was going to college to be a school teacher. I've had call center jobs. I've had healthcare claim jobs. I done had a lot of jobs. By the time I was 25, I had 36 jobs. Y'all saying this bashing stuff when it's just telling us to do better. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like, no, if you are saying like women having kids out of wedlock and having multiple kids and just being a baby mama and multiple baby daddies, if you saying that that is you telling a woman to do better by bashing them for that, I don't feel like that's you telling them to do better. That's none of your business. Like, sometimes doing better is moving on to a better man. Sometimes that's doing better. Sometimes a lot of y'all been with a man 20 years, 30 years, 18 years, getting your ass dogged out. And if you just move on to one more man, it might be the better man. Look at my mama. My mama, like I said, 3 kids, 3 different baby daddies, a husband that is phenomenal, took care of all of us like we were his own kids, still to this day take care of our kids like they're his real grandkids, never made us feel less than, like, for real. So that's one of the reasons why I don't bash women who have a bunch of kids. That man left her with 4 kids and she killing it. I'm gonna have to check her out. It's a lot of women that's killing it and they're single parents. It's a lot of women with multiple kids killing it, multiple baby daddies killing it. It's a lot of men with multiple baby mamas killing it. It don't change nothing. Like, I don't even know why people think their opinion on the situation is so important. I don't care if y'all was to get up here and be like, oh, she don't need to have another baby. That's not gonna stop the baby from coming. It's not. That's how it was for me. 4 kids by 3 different people, and that's okay. And hold your head up about it. Don't be ashamed of your kids and don't be ashamed of your situation. No, I did not. I'm very private. I don't know why y'all don't believe that. I am very, very private. And the last man has been my knight in shining armor. And sometimes it be the man you ain't got no kids with. My mom has no kids with my stepfather, and he is a phenomenal man. That's why I don't like when people be like automatically assuming just because a man want a woman with kids. Some men love kids. They genuinely love kids. My stepdaddy, I think his mama had 16 or 17 kids. He comes from a large family. Genuinely love kids. Ain't never raped me. Ain't never raped my sister. Ain't never raped our kids. Like, genuinely just a overall phenomenal man. My mama was a shitty mom before she got with him. He made her a better person. Not just a better mom, a better person. She became more understanding. He put her in her place in private, not in our face, but in private. You know, she changed a lot. When my mama got with my stepdaddy, she started traveling more. She started taking us more places with her, stopped going out so much. She changed for the better when she got like that. I see that with other people, Jessica. Like, they assume just because a single mom get with a new man, oh, he raping all the kids and stuff like that. And that's not always the case. Even though I did have a best friend growing up, her mom did get with a monster and he raped all her kids, including the kids that she had from him. So it does happen, but that don't mean that's always what it is. And sometimes dads rape their own kids. Sometimes that's how it is. Listening to you from Tampa, Florida. Thanks for giving us advice. My pleasure. And I'm not gonna say that. I'm not saying just, trust anybody with your kids. No, I always protect your kids. Pray for your kids. Ask for discernment when it comes with dealing with people, and teach your kids that they could trust you and tell you anything that may happen to them. But at the same time, you do have to move on. You have to continue to move on with your life. You're going to continue to make mistakes. None of us are perfect. No, I don't need mods. We ignore haters. Like, y'all just have to have. No, I got 6 baby daddies. I got 6 kids from 6 different men. You just gotta have self-control. Y'all gotta stop giving people who are negative that much control over your mind. You have to let it go. They met at work. They worked at the same job, and that's how they met. And she did not want to date him because he was not her type. She did not want to date him. I remember the first night they went out together. Like, she did not want to date him. He was just like lame, and he was a different type of guy. And he ended up being like the best thing ever for us. He struggled with us. Used to catch the bus. I get kicking niggas out from my mama. My mama used to kick him out on the bus stop, kicking him out. Any little thing he did wrong, get out my house. That's how I grew up. Me and daddy, we differ a lot because daddy, his mama and daddy are married. My mama wasn't married until I could turn, 15, 16. When I turned 16, she got married. So my mama wasn't married, but daddy, mom, and dad was married. So no matter what daddy did, and his mama owned her house, no matter what her husband did, she stayed with that man. Versus my mom, as soon as the nigga act wrong, he sneeze wrong, cough wrong, bye, you gone. Like, she moved on with her life. versus daddy mama, she just stay, you know, no matter what, she just stay. So our upbringings are very different. I feel like you make me mad, you sneeze wrong, cough wrong, pee wrong, you gotta go. Versus how he was raised, no matter what, the woman stands by the man. So it's very different. I think that's why it's important to teach your children to learn about, before you get real serious with people, learning how they were brought up, learning their upbringing. That will really help with a lot of the disconnect when it comes to your relationship. She said, right, I tell a nigga to exit quick, baby, right? A lot of us will, but when you get in a marriage, it's different. You can't do that in a marriage. That's something I had to learn. In a marriage, you cannot just leave. Like, you really have to work through the hard part. You're giving me some courage. Just left my baby dad. I have one child and feel like, how can I date at such a young child, being a single mother, and then being abused. Me and daddy was broken up for 2 years after our first child. Like, when our first child hit about two, we was broken up from his age 2 to 4. I was like a real deal single parent. And at that time, he wasn't that involved of a father either. So, like, I was a real deal single parent on the bus, like, thugging it out, like, trying to manage being a parent, date, and all that stuff. Now, I did get to date. Shout out to my big sisters for taking me to clubs and stuff. I did get to date. I had a ball. I did not bring men around my kid. Just live that part of your life when the kid at daycare. Your baby go at daycare, you go on a date. Sometimes I just told this mom this in one of my groups. She was like, she a single mom. She's in college. She worked full time and she need a break. I'm like, girl, if you don't take them children to daycare and school and use your PTO and go ahead and enjoy your life. And she was like, dang, I ain't never think about that. Let everybody think you at work or you at school and you out here on a date. And the child ain't gotta know. Like, the child don't know my mama on a date, my mama got a man. The child ain't gotta know. You do that stuff in private. And then as the relationship evolves, if you decide, okay, I kinda like this man, then you can start introducing your kid to the man and stuff like that. Like with my mom dated a lot when I was young, but my great grandmama, I always say my great grandma raised me, mama get mad. But my mama, she was able to just drop us off at our great grandma house and go live her life. Do whatever she want. My sister and them go with their daddy. I stay with my great grandma and she lived her life. Versus nowadays, grandmas don't like to watch their kids. And I used to be so mad, like, girl, you ain't watch us, so you need to watch your grandkids. That's how I used to feel. But then I realized, girl, she ain't watch you. That's why she ain't watching them grandkids. She don't know how to watch no kids. She ain't never did it before. Yes, mama, that's all the shade at you, girl. But so with me, I don't have that luxury of just dropping my kid off to the grandma and going about my business. No, take them kids to daycare. Take you a day off work. Go on a date. Why this man can't take you on a date in the daytime unless he got a job? I understand that he need to pay for you a babysitter. He want to date you, pay for you a babysitter. But yeah, keep your kids out the mix until you feel like, okay. I think it's easier with one kid. Grandmas are different. That's true. I'm for real, baby. They do not babysit. They do not. And people like, why you having more kids if you know don't nobody watch them? Because I watch them. It's okay. Me and their daddy, we got them. We watch them. They don't make grandmas like that no more. They don't. But at the same time, we was over there struggling. It was fun, but our mamas used to not bring us food. They got the food stamp card, won't even bring us no food. We sharing one cup of oodles and noodles. It was a thug life. It was a hard life. I couldn't get a hot dog by myself. Your mama babysit. Well, cherish your mama. Give your mama some money. Don't give her no money. I lie. Get your mama some gifts. If you give her some money, she might start thinking you're going to pay her every time. Don't do that. Go get her some gifts to just let you know you really appreciate her, because these people don't babysit. I pay my mama when she do watch my kids. I pay her. But for the most part, even when I want to pay, she be like, no, I ain't watching no kids. I ain't watching no kids. She want to live her own life. My mama want a grandbaby to watch. Well, have her one, Miss Jessica, because baby, listen. And sometimes they'll say that. Then when the babies come, they don't want to babysit. Hey. But yeah, I've been on here for a long time. Oh my God. I kept my grandbaby 3 weeks out the summer. That's awesome, Miss Kim. Most of these grannies, though, they don't. But that's what you, like, once you realize that that's why they don't watch kids, because they don't know how to, you just learn to accept it and stop getting mad. I don't get mad no more. Like, my mama don't want to keep my kids. I don't get mad. I used to get mad. I ain't gonna lie. I be like, she don't never want to keep them. Her ass ain't watch us. She ain't never watch us. Nah, I don't care. I'm like, she ain't watch us. That's why she don't watch them. She don't not watch kids. It allows me to, like, not care. She don't never call and be like, I'm going to get the kids day. My daughter granny be at the club, so ghetto. That's not ghetto. She living her life. Ain't nobody tell you to go have them kids early. She is living her life. These grandparents these days, they be out, they be traveling, especially if they raise their own kids. They really finna live their life. Don't nobody watch our kids really, but my mama will watch them sometimes. Daddy watch them and I watch them. We alternate. Like we even switch in the casino parking lot. Here, your turn. Like we alternate. We watch our own kids. They're our kids. We made them. It would be nice to have more support with the family, but we don't, and we still make it work. And then when I get the kids back in daycare, like when school start, the kids going back to daycare and stuff, I'm gonna be working and gambling and living my life. That's why they make daycares. And if you can't afford daycare, get you some school readiness. I told my mama once this pandemic lighten up, I'm going to drop mine off on her doorstep. She had us young, and now that we grown, she living like she's 16. Let Mrs. Jones, let your mama live her life. I think it's better to just keep your own kids in the center of somewhere where they'll get mistreated anyways. So I just don't worry about it. If somebody not in the right headspace, like your kids could sense when a person don't want to watch them. When a person got an attitude, the kids know they got an attitude, so they don't want to go anyway. So when people acting like that, I don't make my kids go. My aunt was really good at watching my kids, but you know, me and her ain't been talking lately. But she was amazing at watching my kids. Plus, she done stopped babysitting anyways. Her kids keep having all these grandbabies. Now she watch her own grandkids. You love my mom, China. Thank you. Love your videos. My family is thinking about moving to Florida. We are black, a black family that is conservative. How would we fit in Tampa? What do you mean you black and you conservative? Do you got money? Is that what you're saying? We black and we got money? Tampa is very diverse, but not in one area. So we got you Tampa, I always tell people it's segregated. People like, what? You shouldn't say that. You shouldn't point out black neighborhoods, white, but it is like that. We have black neighborhoods, white neighborhoods, Chinese neighborhoods. We have, different neighborhoods, Little Mexico. It depends on your area. Now, if you're just a black family with money, you can move in any suburban area. You'll be fine. It's not like they're going to burn a cross in your yard. They was in the 90s, but they ain't doing it now, so you'll be fine. I trust no one to watch my kids. I trust my mama. I know they might get a whooping. She like to whoop people churn, but I trust my mama to watch them. My grandma, they great grandma, no. My grandma can't handle them. She got to watch one at a time. She can't handle them. My husband is much older and said he waited 48 years to have a child and he'll keep his own baby. I know that's right. We're fine. Can I make a video of weaning the baby? No, because I self wean. I don't I don't wean kids. I let them quit on their own. When my titties dry up, they just can't nurse no more. But I let them quit when they're ready. Otherwise, I have raised 2 of my grandkids, and now I'm raising my great grand. Now you gotta, Miss Linda. We appreciate black grandmothers like you, but we gotta stop that. You gotta let them know. Listen, y'all need to get y'all life together. I ain't finna be raising all these kids. You on your 3rd set. I got a cousin like that. She raised everybody kids. Everybody who don't act right, which I'm appreciative to her for, because them kids could be in foster care getting neglected. But at one point, you got to put your foot down. I think that's one of the reasons why I don't act too crazy, because I know, girl, if you die, girl, if you go to jail, ain't nobody finna watch your kids. That's where that little level-headed come in. Like, I know my mama ain't finna get these churn. I mean, if push come to shove, she probably would, but she ain't finna be happy about it. So I can't be out here living no crazy life. When you people know, like my mama them, they acted crazy because they knew my grandma, my great grandma was gonna get us no matter what. My great grandma, they could just leave us there for 2 weeks and not come back with no food, no clothes, no nothing, no money, no nothing. My mama, I can't leave my kids at her house for 2 days with no food, no money, no nothing. So sometimes you do have to let people know they ain't finna try you. But it's still great what you're doing. So thank you for that, because those kids could be in foster care. When we go to Disney, where I want to stop in Tampa and go to the meat store, your meat gonna go bad. Where you gonna put it at? What do you think about Temple Terrace? Think about moving to that area. Temple Terrace is nice. Temple Terrace is very nice, depending on what part you in. But for the most part, Temple Terrace got their own police department, and they do not play. Them boys over there, them boys in green, they don't play. So you'll be okay in Temple Terrace. I'm a grandma and I'm 39, but I told my daughter I will watch my grandbaby. Sometimes I won't be watching all the time. And I feel like ain't nothing wrong with that. You still got to take control, because if my mama, I'm not going to lie, if my mama did let me just drop my kids off how my great grandma did, I probably would be wild. I'd probably be in Vegas right now. She'll have my kids with no food stamps, no nothing. But my mama ain't never let me try her like that, so I've never done it. She don't play. I think if I leave my kids on my mama doorstep, she probably call HRS on me. What it's called, CPS now. Like, I know not to try her. I see. My mother told me that I didn't have a support system that other girls have. I was my own. That's true. It sucks to be like that. Sometimes it's hurtful. Like I don't know. I know sometimes I have to act crazy to get a break. Like back then when my kids went in daycare and I needed a break, I used to have to call my mama acting crazy. Like, I can't do this, mama. Like I'm about to have a breakdown, even though I was faking. Just so she'll get them. She's like, they could spend a night. You need to get yourself together. Like that one break. And then she get them and I just be home watching TVs, enjoying myself, eating some ice cream. Like, ooh, this is heaven. You know? And that sucks that you gotta act like that to get a break. But if you can, y'all put them children in daycare, put them children in Head Start. County Head Start, at least in Florida, is from 0 to age 6, and it's free if you low income. School readiness take a little bit longer to get. I got a whole video telling you how to get daycare at a discount, how to get it early, etc. So you can have you a break because mental health is definitely important. And you do need a break. Everybody need a break. Don't nobody need to be home 24/7 with no kids. That's one of the reasons why I couldn't homeschool like that. Like I ain't rich enough to have no nanny come up in here and get these children when I need a break. I be needing a break. Daddy be needing a break. I understand too. Sometimes he go for a whole day and I don't call him because he need a break. We both need a break. We got our own lives outside of being parents. So try to set that up some kind of way where you could have them kids going to daycare or Head Start, that kind of stuff, or put them on the schedule. I remember with Choice McIntyre and McKay, we had ended up getting them on the schedule. The daycare actually suggested it and was like, kids do better, they thrive in routine, blah blah blah. So I ended up getting them on the schedule, and we started getting them to bed like 2 hours before we was going to bed, so we had the whole 2 hours at nighttime to ourselves. And sometimes that's the only break you're gonna get. So sometimes if you don't got a support system, if you can't send your kids to daycare, get them on a schedule. As proper as that may sound, I like living in chaos, but get them children on a schedule so they'll have a certain time to go to bed. And when they go to bed, you could be up for an hour, 2 hours by yourself. Take a bubble bath, eat your ice cream, and not have to shut and have nobody say, "Mom, I want so what's that?" You get to eat the whole thing by yourself. Sometimes that's what you got to do. Caregiver burnout is real. Family don't care. I've been a single mama for 30 years with no help. I'm sorry to hear that. And sometimes that's the reason why you stay with your baby daddy. Sometimes you just need the child care. Sometimes you just gotta get back. My best friend was saying that today. She's talking about, girl, I said, ooh, if I would have known it was gonna be like this, I would have stayed with my baby daddy. I said, yes, sometimes you gotta stay with the daddies so they could babysit, so they could keep their kids. Cause when y'all break up, they be out here dating. It's easier for a man to date. They leave you with them churn. They go date. They go shack up in other women's houses. Go spend the night with Susie today, Lisa tomorrow, Kiki Wednesday, and then you just stuck with these kids. So sometimes it's just better to stay with them so the daddies could babysit and y'all could both go live y'all life. I have 3 kids, all boys, and I be needing a break. We all do. All moms need a break. And listen, if you can't afford that, like you like Peaches, I can't afford daycare. I don't qualify for no school readiness, no Head Start. I can't get these kids on schedule. All these I can't. Get them children in a YMCA. Get you a YMCA family membership. They do a discount too if you low income. And YMCA offer daycare. And put them children in daycare at the YMCA while you go do something by yourself. While you go swim or go on a treadmill, just sit on your phone on social media, eat you some ice cream. I love ice cream. I keep talking about I want some. But while you go do something by yourself, like y'all got to get creative. Even Gorgeous Gymnastics, they offer parents night out where you pay $20 per child and the kids can stay there for 4 hours and they get them dinner. Like I could go do that with my kids. So nobody want option, baby. We're going to do parents night out tonight and send them down on a Friday night, let them have fun. My issue is with Choice being autistic. It's a little bit more challenging to find somebody to keep him, but he has calmed down so much. But right now, me and Daddy, we just alternate. That's why we won't date that much together. We be separate. We alternate. I love your personality. Thank you. Welcome to the Peach Patch. We already went over that, Miss Diana. I'm always speaking facts. Thank you. Oh, I hope not, Miss Annie. I hate wearing masks. I don't see me wearing no mask if I don't have to. In Florida, they not making no more masks next school year, which I'm happy. Pete, you giving out free information. People say 150 to 300 to receive this type of help about this kind of stuff, this simple stuff. I charge for my YouTube classes, but even with YouTube, I do give a lot of free advice, and it is a lot of resources out. But I love helping like people with those kind of issues, like community issues, bringing y'all some community resources. That's what I love to do. Okay, I love doing that. My husband and I saw you at Hard Rock when you was at the Hard Rock when you was going back. Oh, I'm always at the hard rock. I ain't been there lately though, like that. If you have one kid and it's hard, then don't have more with different men. Or the other man might be better. Or it could be that one kid is hard because you're mentally making it hard. Some of the shit that I thought was hard was really easy. It was just me and my mind making it hard. Like I said, with my struggles, I feel like I was struggling because of my mental health. Like me making shit more complex than it really was in my mind. In reality, it's not hard. I feel like one kid was a piece of cake for me. Shit, I feel like five is a piece of cake. The only issues I've had with having multiple kids is when I cannot afford to take care of them. That's when I get into depression, or I got depressed about another situation that ain't even had nothing to do with the parenthood side of things, and now I'm in my feelings and I'm depressed, and now I can't. I don't want to work. I don't want to get out of bed. I want to feel sorry and have a pity party for days. Now that I know I can't afford to do shit like that because I'm not on Section 8, I can't. I can get in my feelings. Okay, I can get in my feelings. I can stay in my feelings for about 1 or 2 days. But after that, I got to get up and get going. It has helped me tremendously. Don't let people be like, oh, if you were struggling with one kid, you don't need to have more. If you decide you want another kid, fuck them. You got to raise that kid, not them. Tell them to judge they mammy. I think that's why people get judged because you do keep having kids. Wait, I think that's why people get judged, because why do you keep having kids if you keep struggling? Because you decided to have unprotected sex and have a baby and you don't want to have an abortion. I think most people that have multiple kids just didn't want to have an abortion. I know I personally never had an abortion, and I don't ever see myself having one. That's just something personal. If you need welfare, you don't need more kids. But listen to this. You can already not be on welfare, have another kid. Your husband could die tomorrow and then you could be on welfare. Then what? You supposed to kill the kid that you already got, go give it up for adoption? I'm telling y'all, I done been through life. I done been broke. I done had money. I done been okay. Like, I done had money and lost everything and still had fucking kids. They didn't go nowhere. Did that make me have to go give my kids up for adoption now? You never know where you're going to be. Y'all got to stop trying to tear people down about that. And then when it comes to welfare, you pay taxes for welfare too. Regular people always be like, even with Section 8, like on my videos, people be like, oh, you're living good off of my hard-earned tax dollars. Guess what? Every time I go shopping, I pay taxes. Every time I file my taxes, I pay taxes. Even if you get a tax refund, that mean they owed you a little money, but you still pay taxes through the year. Like, you pay taxes too. Stop letting people, whatchamacallit you. No, that's a lazy mooch mentality. I don't agree with that. I feel like it don't matter if you got money or you don't got money. If you have a child, you choose to have your child and you have the mental capacity to take care of the child and love the child, that is your choice. So birth controls and condoms don't exist. Yes, birth control and condoms do exist, but if people choose not to use them, that's their choice. I don't know why y'all want to have this kind of conversation with me. People don't understand you can get pregnant on birth control. I mean, you can get pregnant on it or off it. Let's be honest. Most people get pregnant without birth control. If you decide to keep your baby, no matter your financial situation, that is your decision. Fuck what other people got to say. Tell them to judge they mammy and you do right by your kid. Me, look at me. I'm pregnant with baby number 6. I'm not on government assistance. So what you got to say now? Pregnant with baby number 6, not on any kind of government assistance. Guess what? When I just had 5 kids, I was on government assistance. I could fall on hard times. God forbid. I don't want to ever go broke again. But I could fall on hard times again. And guess what? Be back on government assistance. Oh, well, that's what it's for. I'm not going to beat myself up. I'm not going to give my kids away for that. I'm not going to feel less. They don't focus on corporate welfare. I'd rather pay taxes to help children and families than help rich people. And then your financial situation can always change. You could be broke. Last year I was broke. This year I got money. Your situation can change. Like, you don't never know where you're gonna be. It's a lot of people who thought that it's people who done gave their kids up and put them in a trash can, and them kids turned out to be superstars or basketball players. Look at CJ So Cool story. I love looking at like documentaries of successful YouTubers. I was watching a video about CJ So Cool growing up in foster care and his mama them not wanting him and him being mistreated and starting in foster care. Allegedly, he make over $10 million. Allegedly, strong allegedly, on YouTube a year. $10 million. And he's a black YouTuber. No college education. $10 million. Like, just because you in a situation right now don't mean you will be broke forever. He just took his kids on a private jet. He said it was $36,000 a day. $36,000 a day. Look at Damian Prince. I look at like successful YouTubers. Damian Prince, he had to go in foster care for a little bit. His mama chose a man over him. He had to deal with abuse and all that stuff. And look at him, he a millionaire. They make like almost $1 million a month on YouTube. These people making a bag. Look at mommies like me. I'm on YouTube in the mommy sector, vlogging my regular fucking life. And being on YouTube, vlogging my regular life and shopping with my food stamps got me off of food stamps. First YouTube check, $2,000. Second YouTube check, over $10,000. But yet and still, y'all still want to talk about me being pregnant with baby number 6 and how people need to use birth control and don't need to have more babies, blah, 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 blah. Never did she say welfare was goals. I'm not saying welfare is goals at all, but if you have to utilize welfare, you hold your head up and use it for what it was intended for. You go, you do your hours, you go get you a job, you keep your daycare for 2 years, and you continue to work towards your goals. Having a kid don't stop nothing. I told y'all when I had got pregnant with my first child, I had a full ride scholarship to college. I remember my girl cousin, she called me and she said, "You ruined your whole life. Your whole fucking life. You just ruined it." And that was one of the hurtful things I have ever heard. But I know, most hurtful things I've ever heard. But I know that that came from her feeling like she ruined her life because she was a teen mom and she had 2 kids and it was hard on her. I know that that's where it came from. If it wasn't for my mama, I probably would have sat there in that feeling. My mama wasn't talking to me. She was mad at me. But when she heard about that, she called, cussed my cousin out, and she told me my life wasn't over. It was just beginning. You just live for your child now. Same with my uncle. He said now everything you do, every decision you make, no longer just affects you. It affects you and your child. Your life is not over. You just got to think differently. I'm not telling y'all to go up and have a bunch of babies with a bunch of different men. That's not what I'm telling y'all. But what I am telling y'all is if that is your situation, if you had a bunch of babies with a bunch of different men, you are still worthy. You can still dream. It's not the end of the fucking world. If you got to use food stamps, if you got to use welfare, use it. Get on your feet. Go back to college. Maybe start doing YouTube. Maybe start a business. I'm telling you, it's not the end of the fucking world. A man will still love you with all those kids. I just had this conversation with my best friend. We get in our own minds and we think, oh my God, I know because I've been there. Oh my God, who gonna want me with all these kids? This the only man I could have because I got all his kids. Who gonna want me with all these kids? It don't matter who wants you with all these kids. What matters is you want you. Do you love you with all them kids? Do you feel like you're worthy of self-love with all them kids? Fix self. Fuck what everybody else got to say. Fix you. Once I started doing that, once I started saying, I love me with all my kids. I love my kids when it's even when it's just me. Like I love this. I start working on the inside. What the people on the outside said ain't matter. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not condoning, like, not, I'm not encouraging. I'm not encouraging y'all going out having a bunch of babies you can't take care of. Excuse me, a bunch of babies you're not ready to mentally take care of. Forget physically. Most of this shit is mental. I'm going to say 90%, 95% of the things we do are mental. Okay? If you feel like, you know, I'm not telling y'all that. If you feel like that is your current situation, I have 6 kids by 6 different men. Hey, grandma. I think people in the house. I have 5 kids by 5 different men. I have 3 kids. I ain't got no high school diploma. If you feel that way about yourself, it is okay. But let's fix it. Utilize the welfare so you can go back and get your high school diploma or your GED or go get you a trade. I'm big on trade schools. Or go back to college. That's why those programs exist, so that you can get off of them. Go get you your Section 8. Use your Section 8 voucher to purchase your home. Or go move in some nice tax credit apartments. Get you a car. I want you to utilize those services, those government assistance programs, the way they are supposed to be used, and then eventually become self-sufficient. If you don't ever become self-sufficient, guess what? I don't care. I want you to most of all be happy with who you are. Love yourself the way you are. And if you love your situation and feel like you don't need to change it, don't change it. But that's not what I'm telling y'all. I'm not telling nobody, if you got 0 babies, I'm not telling you go have 3 babies by 3 different men. Eventually you'll find a husband that's gonna love you. I'm not telling you that. I'm telling you my mama did that. My mama had 3 kids by 3 different men, And she could have felt like she was worthless and gave up. But guess what? God blessed her with a husband. So if you already got 3 kids by 3 different men and you feeling like you less than and you don't deserve love and nobody gonna want you with them kids, I want to let you know that that's the lie. God can still bless you with a man who will love you and your kids the way that they need to be loved, without molesting them, without beating on them. But in the meantime, let's still work on loving self. Let's love you. Whatever you don't like about you, let's ask ourselves, how can I fix it? Start taking the necessary steps to fix whatever you feel is wrong with you. I didn't just go out and like get back with my baby daddy and act like things was okay. No, I stayed by myself. I started working on what was mentally wrong with me. Start dealing with my childhood trauma. Stop blaming my childhood for everything. I start realizing that for me, depression was a choice. Peaches, still get your ass out of bed. Like, it's a choice. Don't lay in this. You could be sad, but not all day. You know, I had to start moving and thinking different. Start reading books and doing positive affirmations, watching positive mindset videos. I really don't watch gossip TV, negative TV. I don't consume that. I don't watch Love and Hip Hop. Like, I might catch a clip on Facebook and be interested, but for the most part, I'm listening to Grant Cardone. I'm listening to Eric Thomas. I'm listening to TD Jakes. Like, I'm looking at Steve Harvey. I'm looking at stuff that's gonna make me propel in a different direction. I'm talking to people like Miss Tamika from Bold Hole, like people who are already at levels I want to be at. That's all I'm saying to y'all. But look at my fine grandma. Love yourself. If you don't love you, you can't expect others to love you. I agree. Or you won't even know they love you because you don't feel like you worthy. I'm just responding when she said a man would take a woman with a bunch of kids, when I'm just sharing Kevin Stemmer says quality men ain't taking that. Well, I'm going to tell you, my stepdaddy, my father is a quality man, and he accepted that, and he accepted us, and we're not the only ones. Honestly, most of the people I know that are married and they're happy and they doing well within their relationships, they don't have kids with their significant other. Some of these men don't even have kids. I know somebody personally, they got 5 kids by 5 different men. They're married. She had a conversation with me recent. Um, they're married to somebody who they don't have kids with. They got a big ass house, like a 4,000 square foot house. They own multiple business. She didn't even have a high school diploma. Her husband came into her life, loved her kids, helped elevate her and her children, and they're doing phenomenally well. They're a black family in Tampa, and they're doing phenomenally well. And most importantly, they are happy. So I don't watch the Kevin man. I don't watch him, and I got my own mind, and I look at my own stuff. Peach, you keep responding to trolls, but I still love you. I respond to whoever I want to respond to, like whatever catching my eye. And then I feel like certain things need to be addressed. Some things aren't just trolls. Some things are people who just literally don't know. They don't have a clue. They never lived like that. They don't have a clue. But I lived in the hood. Like, I lived I told y'all my daddy got 21, 22 kids. Okay. But anyways, I want to thank all 1,237 of y'all that's on here. We got your girl to 1,327 likes, which I greatly appreciate. I want to thank you all for watching this video. If you like this video, you know what to do. You know what to do. Go ahead and hit a likey like. Hey, hit a likey like. Hit a likey like for your girl. Thanks for watching. Bye.